How's everybody doing? My name is Michael the Black Man. Oh yeah. All right. Y'all go to gods2.com and go on my Facebook, Maurice Seminette. Y'all know I'm running for president, and it's going down. And when I say I'm running for president, I know a lot of people laugh at that and say, oh, it's too late for that. But y'all know I've already gotten on the ballot. I'm on as a no party affiliate. I'm in 44 states already. So they can only get into 46 states. I'm already on 44. So it's not too late. I just had to wait for Hillary to beat Bernie. Now that old Bernie is out, we're good. We couldn't have Bernie in. It would have been too hard for me to fight him because he act like he helped black people. Right now he wants to call slavery again because he wants 91% in taxes. So he can pay for you to go to school for free, so you can get out of school and go into slavery and pay 91%. Makes no sense. Gonna give you free schooling so you can get out and don't find a job. D-U-M-B. But, you know, I know why my black brothers and sisters go for that and understand that. It's because the black man has been treated wrong for so long that they feel like America owes it. And I heard O'Reilly on Fox News make statements like, why should I pay? My foreparents were abolitionists and we were against slavery. Why should they pay? You're right. You shouldn't pay. But the white men that had us as slaves, they owe us. See what you did for Japan? The Japanese that was over here in America, you put them in those slave camps, you paid them back. You took the land from the Indians, you give them reparations. Anything that happened over there in Germany, you helped fix Germany up and gave them billions of dollars. You did it for Iraq, gave them billions of dollars. Billions, if not trillions of dollars. Help me build them. But the only person that everybody wants to just stand up and walk is the black man of America. We're the only ones that you just want us to just, okay, black guy, you're free, so just walk. And we like babies. The Bible says if your animal hurts somebody, this is in Deuteronomy chapter 22, if your animal hurts a human, then you must take care of that guy till he gets back on his feet and destroy that beast. If your cow gores a person, your bull gores a person, you have to destroy that beast. Well, America, it is up to you to destroy the beast that did that to us, and it was the Confederates. And I know everybody hates to hear this, but the Confederates are the Democrats. They were the ones that had us in slavery. They must be destroyed, and they must be moved out of the way, and you gotta help us get back on our feet. You don't just take a baby and lay it on the ground and say, okay, walk, and walk away from it. The baby will die. You have to nourish that baby. Help him stand up. Otherwise, the Democrats are going to grab that baby, feed him for free, and make him vote you out of office and all of us into slavery, like he wanted to do before. The black man was used to help get us out of slavery and change the country. We fought in the Civil War with you on your side, and we defeated the Democrats. So now it's your royal duty to help the black man. Now, why do I say that? You see what happened with Paul in the Bible. Paul was a Hebrew Israelite, and you always helped him. Every time the Asians, which were Ishmaelites, Arabs, East Indians, and Pakistanis, who were Arab Jews according to the Bible, these guys hated Paul and tried to destroy Paul. They even tried to destroy Jesus. Now, if you want to know whether they were East Indians, Arabs, and Pakistanis, you just go to John 8:41. John 8:41, 8:32 through 41. It's devastating. Jesus said, why do you seek to kill me, my Jewish brother, who was at the time Caiaphas, and Caiaphas was a prosecutor who was trying to destroy Jesus. And Jesus said, why do you seek to kill me, a man who have told you the truth? Now, if you want to find out what kind of Jew that was, it's easy, because he answered, in his answer, he gave him who he was. So we have to know who that was so that we'll know who they are today, because they're doing the same thing today. The Bible said if they did Jesus like that, they're going to do us like that. Because Colossians 4:11 said Jesus is just us. These are my fellow workers in the kingdom. So if they persecuted Jesus, boy, y'all better look for some persecution today.
Yes, sir.
But first, you must know your enemy.
Yes.
If you don't know your enemy, you're dead.
Yes, sir.
Because ISIS has a plot to kill every black woman in America. And the black women say, why? Why do they want to kill me? That's the problem. And the trick is you don't know it. Because every time you knew it before, you averted it. This time you don't know it. In fact, they got you so stupid, black woman, that you were helping them to murder all of you. And you don't know it. But you got to know the enemy first. So if you don't know the enemy, you'll be over there helping the enemy. As long as they can do that, they got you. And when they go down, they go, I told you we was going to get you, you heifer, bourgeoisie, black woman of America. You thought you were safe. But Isaiah 47 says that good black women who were eating actually say, I will never know the loss of children. There's nothing, no harm can ever come to me. And then the Bible says, God himself, who by the way his name is Yahweh, actually said, hey, in the latter days, though you think you're safe, all the things you think you're safe from are going to happen to you in 1 year. The lone wolf, they call him. I'm telling you, I call him the werewolf. Now I'm going to explain. Jesus, why do you seek, Jesus said, why do you seek to kill me, a man who has told you the truth? He said, what do you mean? I'm Abraham's child too. Boom! Now, that's an explosion to me, because I understand that. Because Jesus was from the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham was the father of 2 people. Isaac was the father of 2 people. And Jacob was the father of 12 people. So let's figure out, what did he mean when he said, what do you mean? Abraham is my father too. Then you will know who wants to kill you. Okay? And here's the secret. If he had been a white European Gentile Jew, they call them Ashkenazi Jews, they're Gentile Jews. If he had said, the word Ashkenazi comes from the Genesis 10:1-5, said Japheth. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Japheth was the younger son of Noah. And Genesis 10:1-5 said Japheth was the father of all the isles of the European white Gentile. So if he had been so let's check this out. Japheth had a son named Gomer. Gomer's firstborn son was Ashkenaz. That's where the word Ashkenazi comes from. He was a Gentile Jew, an Ashkenazi Gentile Jew. Okay? So if he had been an Ashkenazi European white Gentile Jew, he would say, what do you mean? Gomer is my father, and Japheth is my grandfather. I'm just like you. Noah was a Hebrew and I'm a Hebrew. So what are you talking about, Jesus? I'm just like you. But he would answer that way if he had been a white European Gentile Jew. Of course, at the time there was no Gentile Jew, so couldn't have been them. It was after Paul that white people started using the word Jew. Okay? Now, then he had been an Edomite Jew, because some people know about Esau being one of the twin sons of Jacob. And Esau is the Sephardic Jew. Sephardic Jew means by way of Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob. So if he had been an Esau Jew, he would say, what do you mean? Jacob is my father too. And you're from Jacob, and no, Isaac is my father too, and you're Jacob and I'm Esau, so I'm the same as you, I'm a Hebrew like you. But he didn't say that. He said, what do you mean? I am Abraham's son too. Well, Abraham did have 2 sons. What was his 2 sons' name? Zero, Ishmael, and Isaac. Who is Ishmael? Today, Even in the Bible, Ishmael was the father of all East Indians, Arabs, and Pakistanis. They all got 3 different names for themselves, but they all the same people, look the same. They all dark, little brown-skinned people, or should I say red sand Negroes. And these red sand Negroes are Ishmaelites. So when he said that, he was telling you, look, I'm Ishmael, and I'm an Arab, East Indian, or Pakistan, or Middle Eastern, whatever you want to call me, but my father is Abraham too. In fact, I was the firstborn. That's why in Revelation 2:9 and 3:9, when it says, I know those who call themselves Jews, but are not, and do lie. Well, I'm that Jew that's lying, because I'm not actually a Jew. I am not from the tribe of Judah, which is where the word Jew comes from. But I took over that because I should take over that, because I was the firstborn, and Yahweh God took my birthright from me, and I'm taking it back. Because I'm the firstborn, you got to go by the law. So all the firstborn, you got to let the firstborn be the one. So I am it. So I'm going to lie and call myself a Jew. You're a liar. You're a liar. And you forgot one other thing, Ishmael. So I'm going to tell everybody else, yeah, you're right. Firstborn does get the blessing. But here's the problem. Yahweh can change the Bible or the law for 2 reasons, and whenever he feels like it. Because you have laws, statutes, judgments, and commandment. A law is any rule that you break that causes physical punishment. A statute is any rule that you break that causes civil punishment. And a judgment is how much should you pay for the civil punishment, or in the law is should you get 10 stripes or 5 stripes. That's what the judgment is. A command is anything that God or the king might command you to do that breaks the law and the statute, but you can't be judged for it because the king or God has the right to breach the law only if it's necessary. Like, for example, if Jesus was in the garden and picking fruit on the Sabbath day, which is against the law, punishable by death. And his father, Jews, walked up to the, how they caught you, Jesus? You're breaking the law, you gotta die, you know they're gonna stone you to death. Sorry about that, brother. And Jesus said, do you not call me the king of the Jews? Right, but you can't break the law. The law is the law. That's it. No man is above the law. We're going to kill you. Jesus said, well, if you call me the king of the Jews, Jesus went back and used the precedence. Remember, the history of the Bible is the precedence of what you can do. Because if Yahweh wrote everything about what you could do, you couldn't fit it in the Bible. He just gives you certain precedents throughout history to show you things you can do. The law is all the things that you can't do. All 613 laws are all laws that say thou shalt not. Okay? Those are the things that you're not allowed to do. So Jesus used the precedents history. He said, have you not read with David being king, he had ordered his soldiers to do the same thing on the Sabbath and eat the showbread with the priest, which was against the law, punishable by death, but because it was necessary, because his servants were hungry, he was able to command them to break the law, and they couldn't judge him for it. And the Pharisees and Sadducees held their head down and walked away. So Jesus was able to break the law because it was necessary. Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all both say yes, sir.
Yes,
Help me
sir.
out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he broke the law, but was able to get away with it because the king has power over the command, and he can command you to break the law if it is necessary. Like the nation is attacking us on Sabbath, you can't just say, oh, it's Sabbath, I can't work, and I'm not going to pick up a sword. The king can command you to pick up that sword. Now, if you don't pick up that sword, they're going to come in and kill you.
Like America.
Like America, you got to defend yourself. So the king can command you to break the law. And like, for a promise, Yahweh said, listen, I'm going to take you to the land of milk and honey. I'm going to bless you, and you're going to be rich forever. The children of Israel built a golden calf, which is against the law. And Yahweh said, forget that. I ain't taking y'all to the land of milk and honey anymore. I'm going to kill everybody. And Moses, get out of the way. I'm going to kill all these niggas. And Moses said, oh, Yahweh, the Egyptians are going to say that you're a liar and that you can't keep your promise and that you brought them out here to kill them. And oh, my God, Yahweh, don't kill your own people. And Scripture said, and the Lord Yahweh repented of the evil which he thought to do against his people, disregarded the law by building a golden calf or anything that went against the law that should put you to death, and allowed them to live and broke the law because he did it to keep his promise. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Y'all get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when Ishmael comes up with this bull crap that he's the firstborn, and by virtue of being the firstborn, he should get the birthright and call himself Jew, that is false, because he forgot that even though Sarah, these black women of America, decided to give Sarah to Abraham because she thought she couldn't have a baby no more, because she was old. She gave Abraham a woman named Hagar. Y'all remember that name, Hagar? Hagar was a woman that was a princess of Egypt. Nobody knows that. But if you go study her, you'll find out that she was given to Abraham because Abraham came into Egypt and he knew that Pharaoh was going to take his wife and kill him. So he said, Sarah, don't tell him your husband, tell him your brother, because you know it's the custom of the Egyptians want to kill you and take your wife. So she lied. The Pharaoh did take it because Sarah was the most beautiful woman on earth. That's why our black women are so beautiful, because of their mama, come from mama. Right? And so, boy, Yahweh came to Pharaoh in the dream and said, listen, Pharaoh, I'm going to kill you. I want you to understand that you took another man's wife. So I'm just calmly going to kill you, so I don't have to get excited about it. We broke the law. Pharaoh woke up and said, oh, no, Abraham, why did you tell me? Because, you know, in the book of Psalms, the only person that can forgive you for adultery is the man you committed the adultery with. So he had to rush to Abraham and say, Abraham, come on, man, ask Yahweh not to kill me, man, because he said he's going to kill me. Why did you tell me that was your wife? Because I knew he was going to kill me, bro. I had to do something to survive. He said, well, I can give you wealth, man. He gave him cows, sheep, goats, everything. And then he gave him his daughter to be a handmaiden to Abraham, so that Abraham could forgive me, could survive, and they left with Hagar, the Egyptian princess. Now Hagar as an Egyptian princess, every Egyptian princess all named themselves Isis because of their mama Semiramis, who called herself Isis, and they all did the same thing, Isis. It's going to be very understandable as to why they use that name to kill you, black woman. Y'all better understand this because it's going down. It's going down hard. They broke into that place over there and killed all 50 homosexuals. That's the prelude to getting to you. It makes you want to accept that because they gay. No, homosexuals can go to heaven too. You better read in the Bible. They can be saved. They just do that to get the homosexuals on their side. Or you're gay, you might as well come and join the dark side because you're going to hell anyways. No. Hey, homosexual brother, don't let them trick you. That's the same trick they try to use against Noah. That's why they raped Noah, so that he would lose his moral authority to rule. But you saw even after he was raped, because Shem and Japheth accepted him and wouldn't look at his nakedness, he was able to curse Ham and Canaan, and Shem and Japheth were blessed anyway. Who is Japheth? The Gentiles. Who is Shem? The father of Abraham, and the father of us, the children of Israel, because Genesis 15:13 said Abraham's children would carry captive for 400 years on ships. The only people that fit that description on earth is the black man of America. So Yahweh promised Shem and Japheth that they will go to heaven and dwell in the same tent forever in Genesis 9:18-28, because they saved their daddy Noah from Ham and Canaan. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Canaan was cursed white. Just Google it. Don't ask Google. Tell Google. And then Google will answer you, because Google is like the Masons. They won't tell you unless you know. So if you ask Google, Google will say, oh, answer is not found. Right, of course it's not found, because nigga, you don't know it already. So we're not telling you nothing. That's how the Masons do it. That comes from the Matrix. Or should I say Nimrod, the first Mason, who was the son of who? Canaan. And who was Canaan? The cursed one. Of course he ain't going to tell you that he was cursed white, because he don't want you to know who he is, because he hide. Keep hiding, brother. But you know what I'm doing? Playing hide and seek. Sapsucker. Stupid, I'm sorry. Anyway, sometimes I get stupid. But anyway, this dude, what was I talking about? Okay, Ham and Canaan was cursed. Shem and Japheth was blessed. And because they were blessed, they are the ones that's supposed to go to heaven together. But that promise has to be kept. There's only one way for that promise to be kept. We have to know who everybody is. Now, back to Hagar. Hagar is the woman that was a princess. She had the name Isis, and as a princess, she was given to Abraham by Sarah to have a baby, because she thought she couldn't have a baby as promised by Yahweh. So she had a son named Ishmael. Ishmael is the firstborn. Ishmael is the father of all Arabs, East Indians, Pakistan, and all Middle Easterners. So they were supposed to get the blessing by virtue of that was Abraham's only son. And Yahweh came and said, I don't care what Sarah said. I said, you're going to have a baby through this woman. And his name will be Isaac. And in Isaac shall the seed be blessed. That's Genesis chapter 19. Why? Because in Genesis chapter 16, when Ishmael was born, he said, Ishmael is a wild ass of a man, and his hand will be against all of his brothers. He'll never be forgiven. So I can't let the blessing pass to this nigga, because he gonna kill everybody. He even blow himself up today for no reason. Why the hell would I let him be the one? He'll never keep the promise that I gave to Shem and Japheth that that Shem and Japheth would go to heaven. Japheth participated in slavery. Can you imagine if Japheth participated in the slavery of Ishmael? Ishmael, if he got out of slavery, he would kill every white man on earth. He would not forgive it. Only Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob have the mindset to be forgiven. So no. I'm breaking the law of the firstborn, and I'm going to pass it to Isaac, and Isaac shall the seed be blessed and called, because Isaac has the temperament of forgiving. How do we know? Because Jesus was black, the Romans were white. A white Roman stabbed Jesus in the side. Jesus looked down at him and said, forgive him, Lord, for he don't know what he's doing. If that had been Ishmael, he'd have strapped himself with a bomb and blew everybody up. You always say, no. Can't you say that nigga crazy? No. In Isaac shall the seed be called. Yes. So he broke the law of the firstborn to get rid of your crazy ass, Ishmael. You stupid nigga. I'm sorry, sand nigga. So, stop faking like you me. You are not me, okay? The black man of America. The black woman of America is Sarah. She's a Hebrew, Israelite tribe of Judah. That's who she is. And I know you angry, hey guy, you've been mad. You come on back down here, Joel. You've been angry. So, we know what your plot is. But I'm finna explain to Sarah so she can put her foot up your behind like she did back then when you tried to take her son's blessing. She whooped your behind at 89 years old. Mahatma Gandhi came up with a trick. Mahatma Gandhi said, the way you take over the countries is a bloodless coup, so that we can sneak Canaan in and they can rule. Remember that Ishmael in Genesis 16:10 was to be made like the sand of the sea, great number. So we don't want to rule with a monarchy. We need to rule with democracy, because that requires a crowd. So we come and create our crowd. There's a bunch of us. We got the sand of the sea. Now we don't outnumber white people, but we can hurt them by coming into the country and joining on to the weak of that country, by promising the weak everything but never give them nothing. They do it in America. What do they promise you? Oh, we're going to give you free this, free that, free health care. You got free health care? You got free health care? Wait, give it back. So what did you get? Anything? You got anything? What did you get? Nothing. They promise you everything but tell you a lie. When Canaan died, he said never, this is in his edict, he said never tell Shem and Japheth the truth. Always lie to them and strike, fearing them to force them to serve you, because they want us to serve them, because Yahweh cursed us, but we're going to make them serve us by lying to them. So Ishmael was taught by Mahatma Gandhi. You go in there, you lie to the group. What groups do they join on to? Female groups, minority groups, the youth, and the gay groups, because they consider themselves downtrodden. They join on to them, they vote themselves into power. This is what he says, vote yourself into power, Make yourself the code enforcer, the zoning department, the planning department. Make yourself the chief of police. Make yourself the mayor. And then regulate the people like we regulated them back in Egypt. You know you can't get this much charge. You can only get this much to build a pyramid. They're the ones whipping you. And they're the ones come over. Oh, you got too much oil on the ground here. We're going to have to fine you. They give you all the fine. They break it down. You only have enough money to pay for your food, clothing, and shelter.
That's it.
Called regulation.
That's it.
But when you go in their stores, they are not regulated. They know Deuteronomy 14:21 and 14:28 says, if another nation will buy something that's unclean for you, that you should not invest into your system, sell it to them, saith the Lord. Now they done made it against the law to keep the law. They done made it against the law to sell drugs, while they sell alcohol, which is way more dangerous than cocaine, right in CVS and Walgreens, owned by who? East Indians. They the best I have ever seen. You try to sell one single cigarette and get choked to death because the Arab called because you were selling a single cigarette in front of his store. He gets you choked to death while he sells packages of cigarettes.
And singles.
Damn! And singles.
And singles.
Is that some motor school scrap? You watch the movie right in your face called Home Alone, not Home Alone, what's the name with Kevin Hart and Ice Cube?
Ride Along.
Ride Along 2. Ride Along 2. They tried to stop the East Indian, knowing he was the East Indian. They found out he was selling drugs. You saw the movie? You saw the movie? The guy was an East Indian. He was a hero, giving people donations, but he can bring his, what do you call those things? Trains. Train. Those big old containers, that's what they call them. He can bring all his containers right over there to docks. Couldn't check his because they come over here as East Indians under the UCC, Most Favorable Immigrant Act, and they don't have to have driver's license. They don't have to have they tag, all their tags say diplomat. That's why when you see the police ride, if you run a red light, the police will get behind you, but he won't stop you right away. What is he doing? He's reading your tag. Why? Because if it's an East Indian and it says diplomat on his tag, it'll say do not detain. He's a diplomat. Police rides away. So that's why y'all black people ain't never knows if you go to jail. You ain't never seen a half East Indian or Pakistani in there? Never. Has it dawned on you yet that you never see them there? Because they're diplomats. They're free to do what you call break the law. It's not really breaking the law. Biblically, and according to the Constitution, and according to the Supreme Court just passed the law, September 26, 2013, the Supreme Court passed a law that you never need a driver's license because the Constitution said you don't need a license to drive. Yet we're going to jail for that, and they don't have no license. Damn, something is wrong. In the movie Ride Along 2, the man had cocaine and AR-15s all in his container, but he couldn't be checked. Why? Because he is a diplomat. I'm sorry, an Ishmaelite. They are free to do what you call breaking law. But the Constitution said you are allowed to have guns. So they're actually keeping the law. They just make it against the law for us to keep the law. How they do that is called regulations, bro. They are the regulators. You know what I gotta say to you damn regulators? Damn you. Damn you, nigga. Okay, let me calm down and get mad now. See, sometimes I get overwhelmed with myself. So anyway, these regulators are free to be evil or free to keep the law while it's against the law for you to keep the law and make you feel bad. Oh, our children are being destroyed by drugs. Train up a child in the way that he should go. And when he is grown, he will never depart from it. If you did what Yahweh said, then you don't have to worry about drugs because there will be nobody wanting the drug. So nobody will sell it. But if you want it, Yahweh said, sell it to the fool then if you're going to take it. Sell it to him. You can't make it against the law to keep the law, boy. Did you understand what I just said? Did that just make sense? Or if I don't make sense, you tell me. Did that just make sense? Okay, so there you go. The regulators are the same guys that regulators on the pyramid beating out behind. Ishmael. Yes, okay? So y'all got it? These Hyksos are the Masons, and they are running us today. And they done told white people, you better help us because these niggas gonna wake up and Deuteronomy 4, 5, and 6 says, Every nation that ever had us in slavery should be put to death, and their sons and their sons' sons should be put to death into the third and fourth generation. We cannot wonder why white people got their foot on our neck, because this is what they show them in the Masonic Lodge. Listen, you're a white guy. I know I'm a really white guy because I'm a Canaanite, but boy, when these niggas wake up, they're not going to be trying to figure out which white person did it. They're going to kill all of us. So we got to keep our foot on these niggas' neck. And you Gentiles are so afraid that you do that. But they never expected me to come along with Ezekiel 18:17-22, which says, in the latter days, the Gentiles will no longer be held responsible for the sins of their fathers, and they will no longer, if they repent, they will no longer be going to hell or dying. They shall surely live, and that's it, saith the Lord. And in Romans 9:30, it said, why do you forgive the Gentiles? Jesus, when they did all this wickedness to you, he said, because I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy on. And how can the potter answer the potter, what doest thou? Because I made a promise to Shem and Japheth that they will go to heaven together. In order to keep that promise, I have to break Deuteronomy 4, 5, and 6, which said they should be put to death. I have to break that law so that Japheth can live. That's why I said, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. Damn, did I hit it right there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm the part. Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, sir. Cocoa like papaya.
Oh. Whoa, that might be a little bit too rough for me. So I'm gonna let that sit there. Thank you very much, sir. Whew, whew. That opened up every nostril that you ever thought you had. Bow. I can breathe again. So you get what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes, sir.
So these Masons and Illuminatis, that's why when you see the Masons marching down the street, they have an Arab sword in there. That means they are the regulators. That's why they have an East Indian hat, because they're supposed to be the little smart ones. Only they are allowed to excel. You can't ever excel. What can you get? All of the Arab East Indians run everything. Every riot that was ever happened in America was started by them. What are you talking about, Michael? The white guy was shooting. No. What is that guy's name that shot that kid in West Palm Beach? Raja. That's an Arab name. In Wisconsin, the black people got upset and started rioting because this prosecutor got up and let this white guy go for shooting his kid 7 times. Y'all better look at that white guy again. He was absolutely a Canaanite, but that's another story. Who started the riot, though? Who started it? The guy said, I'm a prosecutor. I'm the first black prosecutor here in Wisconsin. Oh, so you were elevated. Must not be a nigga, because I don't see niggas being elevated. Okay, so he said, goes on, talks to I grew up in a black neighborhood. All my family and friends are black. My mother was black. And my dad owned a store in the black neighborhood. Right away, we know there's something wrong with that.
The blackness.
Yeah, here you go. So, okay, all right. He goes on to say, so, I know that white officer was wrong for killing that black kid like that, but this time, we're not going to prosecute. Oh, black people went crazy in Wisconsin, started rioting everywhere. Oh my God, they're burning up their own businesses in their own neighborhood. But everybody who owned the business was East Indian, Arab, or Pakistani. Did you notice that? Then they go up to the prosecutor. Excuse me, sir, what is your name? Oh, John Ishmael. Your name is Ishmael. You're an Ishmaelite boy. Straight up front. Now, like I told you, if you go to China, if you go into China, every person that you think is a Chinese is not really a Chinese. How do you know? East Indians, all of their names end in a vowel. Remember, India. Those are not, you say, oh, the Italians are taking over. Those are not Italians. Those, all real Italians' name end in a consonant. The consonant means by man, rulership by God, not the woman. India means rulership by woman, not really the woman. It's called Hagar, Lilith, Semiramis, and Jezebel. Those are the women that they all worship, right? So these women want to take over, and what they do is they come into China, they get in there, and you think those people are Chinese. Who's the head of the Chinese women? What do they call them? Geisha. Who are the geishas? They're supposed to be prostitutes. They imitate Lilith, first prostitute, Semiramis, and Jezebel. All of the prostitutes they imitate. And they're the women that everybody supposed to want. With the small feet. Why they got small feet? Because they are what? Come on. Canaanites. Why? What do you mean they're Canaanites? Why do they wear them big hats like this here? You know, the big circle look like a big old umbrella on their head and they walk around like this here. Why do they do that? Do you know why they do that? Because they're hiding from the sun. And when you look at why all geishas white and the ones who are not white, they paint themselves white. Did you hear what I just told you? That's them right there.
China dolls.
China dolls. With the little feet because they're midgets. Hold it. Hold it. Well, who are these East Indians? Why do we know that's them? Or you think Bruce Lee was a Chinese? He was an Indian, last name ended in a vowel. That's why he was allowed to become famous. That's what other Chinese said. He's not a real warrior. Any one of these real Chinese can be. What do they mean by real Chinese? Because all the real Chinese names end in a consonant. Wong Fai Chin. Jackie Chan. You get it? Consonants. I'm capturing you, Negro. Gotcha, baby boy. Baby bubble. Baby bubble to the baby to bang bang. And remember Genesis 16 says, because I know some people go, oh no, the Arabs, their names end in a consonant. Why? Because the Bible said Ishmael would fight against his own brother. So the Ishmaelites have to worry about their brother killing them because the real Ishmaelites, they are the Arabs, all of their names end in a consonant. Mohammed, Raja, H. You get what I'm trying to tell you? All of their names in the consonant, and they think that the East Indians who actually rule everything are wicked because they believe in Kama Sutra. What is that? What is that? What is it? Homosexuality. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So they're embarrassed. So they're ready to blow themselves up and kill everybody because they're foolish as hell. But they made it in the consonant. Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, all of them are allowed to be famous. Jackie Chan tried to do it. Look what they tried to do, blackball him. They didn't want him to come. He had to go to China to do his movie with the black guy. What's his name? Chris Tucker. Because they don't want him to be able to do anything because he's a real Chinese. He's righteous. Y'all see what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes, sir.
I'm just telling you the truth. Getting mad with me is not going to help you. So, now, they have infiltrated the country. They've infiltrated America. They've taken over America. They even put another East Indian in as president. Oh, now you're talking about Obama. Man, listen, nigga, wake up. Stop sleeping. Go to gods2.com. He show you Obama's daddy dressing him up in his original East Indian garb. Look at his nose. He's thin. If you put a pharaoh's hat on his head, he looks just like King Tut. Because he is. He's an Ishmaelite. He's never been in slavery. He's never known slavery. But now you know. That's why he's letting all of his East Indian brothers in right now to prepare to kill the black woman of America. He's making you agree with him because you think he's you and you got pride while you're deceived, because the Bible said Eve, though she is deceived, she shall be saved. But saved from what? Revelations 12, I beheld a great one in heaven, a woman dressed in white with a crown on her head and seeking to be delivered. And another great wonder, a great red dragon standing before the woman, seeking to slay her. And the great red dragon is who? Magog and Gog. The Russians, Chinese, and all of the Ishmaelite countries. And they're run by women. What do you mean by that? Isaiah 13:22 said, and that great red dragon and her delicate palaces will be destroyed in the last day. Her, H-E-R. And you say his, you said her. Her. They get ready to destroy this woman. This woman that needs to be saved is Eve. Or should I say Sarah? Or should I say the black Hebrew Israelite women of America? She has to be saved because it says Michael and his angels will save her. Unless we don't repent, then Yahweh comes in and kills everybody. The Bible says we fight this time, we're going to kill everybody by fire and not water. So we got to either get rid of them or they're going to kill her and get rid of everybody. They want to kill the white man. They want to start a race war between the black man and the white man. Every riot was started by them. An Arab called on the black kid with a cigarette, got him choked to death. Started a riot. A black kid walks into this restaurant, into this gas station with this East Indian. I stopped in that city to find out why black people were upset with this Arab that the black kid went in there and pushed Michael. What's his name? Michael whatever.
Michael something. Yeah.
I don't need something, I already know that part. Michael something pushed the Arab in that story. Remember the story?
The big dude got
the
shot.
big black dude that got shot 7 times. The first guy. What his reasons for doing it is he went in there and pushed this Arab guy and took a bag of potato chips and walked out. Then the police officer rolled up on him and shot him 7 times. Who was that police officer? Look at him again. One eye's here and the other eye is this way. He's cross-eyed. That's the sign of Canaan. Canaanites are the albinos. All albinos are what? Cross-eyed. Here's a white cracker, not a Gentile, a white Gentile, not our little brother, a different kind of a white guy. He protects his brother Ishmael because they're Masons together. So that brother pushed that Mason, and then another Mason who was white rolled up on him and shot him to death. But it was initiated by this Arab because he treated black people bad. Every time they came to the store, I had asked black people.
Mike Brown.
Yeah, Mike Brown, that's his name. Every time he went into black people in the store, what are you doing here, nigga? You don't have any money, nigga. Get out of my store.
Right.
Get out of my store. So all of them felt insulted. So this black kid decided to just push him one day and got killed. But it was initiated where? There. Why are they initiating all of this crap? Why are they treating us evil, making us want to fight? Why are they making us think that it's white people that's killing us? Like that black guy that ran and they caught him on tape just shooting this black kid 6 times in the back. Black guy, 50-year-old black man, shot him 8 times in the back. Why are they doing all that? Because they're trying to incenge a race war. What do they want to do? They want to kill the white man and kill the police. White people think they can take the black man if a race war breaks out. But white people remember this. That's not what they're trying to do. They want the war to break out. I got a book called Yahweh Judges America, written by Yahweh to Yahweh. And in the middle of that book, he wanted me to draw a picture, and that was the prophecy of what will happen if we don't repent and get rid of the wicked and reveal the wicked. In that picture, they had a picture of a radio station at the end of Florida. That's my radio station. That was prophesied before we had state. Then they had riots and fires all over the country, us fighting the police, and police beating us and us beating the police. All in the picture. And then, guess what it had? White people, hear ye, hear ye. This is where it gets dangerous. The war that broke out between black people and white people in Russia and China. I drew them running towards America with their guns. Crowds of them, Russia, China, the Spanish countries, the Arab countries, come from the east and the west, attacking America. Because what the Russians and the Chinese want is a race war so they can come in and help us kill the white man and the police. And then they're going to kill the black man of America and then put us in slavery. Why do they want to put us in slavery? Because in Daniel chapter 1, it said, bring a certain of the children of Israel of the tribe of Judah, because they're the ones that are great in science and creators. They are the inventors. So they want us to keep inventing for them. But in order to keep inventing for them, in order for us to keep inventing for them, they have to get rid of the white man and the police. Why? Because white people would never submit to slavery. Even though white people have the same ability as us because they are our little brother, they can create too. But they know that that white man is never going to submit. You ever seen Star Trek? You can humble Dr. Kirk, Spock and Captain Kirk. You can humble him. If you strong, he say, okay, sir, you good. But every day, Spock, you see the weakness where we can kill this sucker? Every day they gonna be plotting. They know white people are not going to submit to slavery. They are not doing it with the heavy T and the boys. I'm almost finished, y'all. I'm going to get to it now. Y'all ready? So they got to get rid of the white man. They got to get rid of the black woman because she has been ruling America. She is never going to submit. And they don't want her to live anyway. We hooked up?
Yeah, good.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, you too.
Ishmael. Go shake it right away. Back in the front of the Anyway. So, Ishmael is so, they got to get rid of her. But they want to get rid of her. And this is what they're going to do. They're going to come in. Like you saw what Boko Haram did over there in Nigeria when, I think, what's that name? Oprah sent 1,500 black American women over there, and they got over there, and Boko Haram, which is Arabs, Ishmaelites, attacked them, kidnapped all those women. And everybody was begging for them to come back. Michelle Obama got on camera, Oprah got on camera, please send them back. And how they send them back? With their heads cut off. Little babies, girls, they had them on the ground, heads off. And they've been going all around Africa, cutting off black women's heads. Then all on TV, black women are down, they trying to hide it now because I'm coming out with it. But in the beginning, remember, like every day, you go on YouTube, you showed me a YouTube site where a guy, an Arab looking black guy, walked up to a black woman on the bus stop, she's smoking a cigarette. She looked down and saw the machete, by the time she saw it, he said, "Wah!" Cut her head off. I mean, right, the man who filmed that's supposed to go to jail because you can tell it was real because you know how to cut a person's head off, you gotta flip to something else for a second, then show the head flying there, so, you know, to fake it. Man, this dude went all the way through her head. Head came off, and she was on the ground trembling. I'm like, this is what they want to do to you, sister. And let me tell you why they want to do it. Because you kicked Hagar out of the camp. And ever since you kicked Hagar out of the camp, Hagar has been plotting to kill you with this Masonic game, or this Hyksos game. She first tried it in Egypt, under Nefertiti. Nefertiti, the queen of Egypt, who was married to Pharaoh, tried to get Moses, your men, from your Hebrew, and turn him into king, and then use him to keep you in slavery. Because you couldn't possibly go against Moses, because she was going to reveal that he was a Hebrew, nothing you could do. See how you do it? But you foiled that. You went across the Red Sea, them fools made a mistake and followed, and Yahweh swallowed them to death. And right before Pharaoh died, he said, "Yahweh, you're God." Yahweh said, "Right." Splash on me, and that was the end of his mouth. Boy, she was mad as hell. She fell down. Then she tried in the days of, what is that? Delilah. Oh, she thought she was going to, she cut the man's hair off and everything. Ah, she had a ball. She had no idea Samson was going to be able to knock the building down on her family and kill everybody in Samson's temple. I mean, the Philistines' temple. You get what I'm telling you? Oh, she tried it again with Jezebel. Jezebel got stalked to death by some horses, left the palm of her hands, the palm of her feet, and let the dogs lap of her blood. Oh, she got to kill me now. Oh, this won't kill me, I'm going to kill her. Then she tried it with Vashti. Esther came in and took over and foiled Haman's plot to kill all of the black Hebrew Israelites, wiped them out. Did y'all ever notice that every time the black man had to be delivered, if Yahweh didn't deliver us, or if we were not strong enough to deliver us, who came to deliver us?
Eve.
No. The Gentiles. What? Yes. The Babylonians had us. Who are they? The Hyksos. Who are they? The Ishmaelites. Had us in slavery. We weren't strong enough to get us out. Who came to get us? Cyrus. Who was Cyrus? In Isaiah 43, Yahweh said, Cyrus is a savior to my people Israel. Well, who the hell was Cyrus? Cyrus was a Persian. Persians are the sons of Magi. And you go in Genesis 10:1-5, it says Magi, who was the fourth son of Gomer, who was the son of Japheth, the father of all white European Gentiles. Damn! was the king of Ludlam? A Persian. Who did Esther go to save us? The king of Ludlam. And what did he do? He gave us the right to defend ourselves and helped us destroy Haman, the Ishmaelite, who was mixed with the Amalekites, who were Edomites. Ishmael and Esau, who had us in slavery again, we whooped their ass. With the help of our little brother. Who tried to free Jesus? A white Roman named Pilate, who always came to Paul's rescue, who was a black Hebrew, who came to his rescue. He always demanded to be tried by Caesar. When the Ishmaelites tried to bring him up on charges, they said, take me to Caesar because I'm a Roman citizen, even though I'm a black Hebrew. They took him. Every time Caesar saw him, he said, not guilty, and let him go. White Gentiles. White people, you got to do me like you did our brother Paul. You got to help me and defend me and protect me like you did him. So when I run for president and reveal who Hillary is, I'm going to need the same protection, boy.
Yes, sir.
And you better have enough sense to protect me, because the Bible said the wealth of the Gentiles and the forces of the Gentiles will flow to Israel. That's us.
Yes,
Not those over there who acted like they Israel and shunning the Ashkenazi Jews. Why do they shun the Ashkenazi Jews? Why do they try to get Netanyahu out of office? Because he's an Ashkenazi Jew. They don't want him in position, but he's supposed to be there because that's our little brother. What y'all don't know is that Hitler himself was a Sephardic Jew, meaning a Jew by way of Abraham. Well, what do you mean by that, Michael? Because he was the son of Baron von Rothschild. And Rothschild says, I am the son of Amalek, the Duke of Edom. Esau. What do you mean? Genesis 25:23. Google it, then go to Genesis 25:23 through 30. It says Esau was born red and hairy all over, and his name was changed to Edom because he sold his birthright for a pot of red beans. He sold it to Jacob. This fool sold his birthright, then got mad because he did it, and hates us till this day because he did it. And then married into Ishmael in Genesis 36. The Edomites are the Esau, who are the Edomites, who Hitler says, who is written, you can look it up. He's the son of Baron von Rothschild, who says he's a direct descendant of Amalek, the firstborn son of Esau. Wow. That's double. Did you what I just told you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good.
And this Hitler, as a Jew, said that the perfect race was the white, blue-eyed, Gentile Aryan. But your hair was black, Hitler. Why all of your lead boys with black hair and black eyes? I don't get it. I thought you was superior. If you was superior, oh, so you put the Gentiles out front so they'll look like the bad guy. Oh, I see what you're doing. So let me get this straight. Your daddy was a Sephardic Jew, an Ishmaelite Jew, Arab, Edomite Jew. Oh, okay. So you Jews who were Sephardic, it wasn't really Germans that was killing Jews, because the Jews they killed were, guess what? Ashkenazi Jews. Ashkenazi Jews are the son, Ashkenaz was the son of Gomer, who was the son of who? Japheth, the father of all the isles of the Gentiles. I know they try to mix it all up in Russia and call them the Khazar and Jews. Oh yeah, I know about Khazar. Don't try to hide. I got all of that. But when you came down there to Germany, you tried to get the Germans to give you Israel. They wouldn't give it to you. You got mad, and y'all decided to destroy them because you allowed the Gentile Jews to join your religion and call themselves Jew or an honorary Jew. White people, you're not honorary Jews. Noah had a son named Shem. Shem had a son named Terah. Terah was the father of Abraham. Genesis 14:13 says Abraham was a Hebrew. If Abraham was a Hebrew, that means Terah was a Hebrew. And if Terah was a Hebrew, that means Shem was a Hebrew. And if Shem was a Hebrew, that means Noah was a Hebrew. And if Noah was a Hebrew, that means all three of his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the father of the Gentiles, are all what? Hebrew. Everybody on earth is a Hebrew. So white people, you're not an honorary Jew. You are a Hebrew.
Yeah.
You're my brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm a Hebrew Israelite. You are a Hebrew Japhite. But Hebrew nevertheless. Because that is the operative word. Did I just tell the truth like that?
Yes,
Or did I lie? Did I lie? I didn't lie. So I'm straight. I'm straight with a case. Did you hear what I just told you? So listen. So white people, this Sephardic Jew named Hitler was actually killing my little brother, Ashkenaz.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get your ass for that, boy. I told you I protected my little brother. So I'm going to be a light to the Gentiles. And the Gentiles who Yahweh left the power through Peter from Jesus. Jesus said, Peter, you are my rock. Matthew 16. And on this rock will I build my temple. Then he went on to say, and what I want you to do, boy, is pass it to the white Gentiles. And he did. I forgot the name of that guy, but he passed it to him. And when he I'm going to write it on my screen. And so when you go to my website, you can see it. Right there, this white guy became the next pope. And from then on, all Italians, who were all Gentiles, were the pope passed to by Jesus the power. So that when Jesus come back, he gathers people back. Through who? The Gentiles. Through the Christian religion. That's why I'm pleading to my Christian brethren, Latin, black, and white. We must unite against people like Hitler who got the Ashkenazi Jews killed and then got them blaming the Germans for what they did. Just like they do black people now. The Arab killed one of us, like that dude up there named Raja shot one of us. We rioted against white people. Best thing I've seen, right? Yep. And they out there helping us riot. Right. I applaud you, boy. I am going to whoop your ass, but I'm just clapping because it's just really fantastic. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I mean, unless you repent. You only get 3 seconds to repent, sucker. Black people, white people got time. You, 3 seconds. Do you repent, sir? Well, I was right. Next, sir, do you repent, sir? Well, I was in. Next, do you repent? Yes, sir. Okay, I think you got the picture. So quick repent. I think Yahweh agrees with me.
Right on, sir. You're serious with that one.
So like Hagar whooped your behind before. I mean, Sarah, she remembered. Sarah whooped Hagar's behind. Sarah is going to wake up and whoop your behind again. You thought she wasn't going to wake up because you thought you put us to sleep. Psalm 82:1-5 said, all nations got together to make us forget our name and our nationality and our history, our culture, and our language. The second person name was Ishmael, who did this to us. But don't worry, Ishmaelites, all of y'all ain't going to die. It's just some of you in trouble. Just like you try to make homosexuals think they won't all die. All homosexuals not in trouble because we read Romans 1:23-28, it says, the man who is homosexual have sex one with another, doing that which is worthy of death, is like the four beasts, the lion, the tiger, the bear, and the eagle. Now, let's go and see who this lion, tiger, bear, and eagle is in Revelation. In Revelation, it talks about if you don't repent, the lion, the tiger, the bear, and the eagle, the beast will be cast into the lake of fire. Revelation 20:10. That's true. But let me show you the real truth. In Revelation chapter 4:7-10, it says, I saw the beast standing in heaven, having the four heads, the lion, the tiger, the bear, and the eagle. Same beast that's talked about as the gay man in Revelation, in Romans chapter 1:23-28. Same beast is standing in heaven. After he had repented, standing before the Lord, sitting on his throne, with the 24 elders standing behind him, and a great number of people that could not be numbered, singing glory, hallelujah, because the beast had repented. See, homosexual brother, you can go to heaven. So the way you go to heaven is help me throw the party. You're the best party throwers in the world. Help me throw mine, and then you can go to heaven. Don't help them. Be like those monkeys and them guards that was in the Wizard of Oz that saying ding dong the witch is dead when that heifer died. So when this heifer, hey guy dies, you supposed to be singing with me. You can either sing with me or we gonna whoop your ass. Simple. That's all it is. Go Revelation 20 and 10, that's the ones that don't repent. You cast your behind in the lake of fire. If you go Revelations 4, 7 to 3, you in heaven with me, we singing. And you helping the throw party. In fact, we standing behind. There you go. There you go. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
That's what the Bible says.
Yes, sir.
Get mad with me is not going to help you from the Bible. Okay?
Yes.
Nothing you can do.
Yes, sir.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise God.
So now, here is what's going down. Ishmael is asleep. Ham and Canaan got cursed. Ham and Canaan had Terah and Lot, Abraham's nephew in slavery, and there came one that had escaped and told Abraham the Hebrew that his family members were being destroyed. Abraham took 400 soldiers and came and whooped their behind. Now, who occupied Sodom and Gomorrah? You go to Genesis chapter 10, it lays out who occupied it. Ham and Canaan, the two, what they call defunct ones. What I mean by defunct? In Revelation 12 said, a third of the angels was cast out of heaven. Who was the third? When you had Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the third was Ham. And all of his family was cast out.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, he knows that. Yeah, nigga, I know, nigga. You think you playing with, boy? Y'all taught me this. He's the Son of God. I'm nobody. I'm just a simple messenger that's telling you the truth. I'm just a great repeater. I'm repeating him. You was cast out, baby Bubba. Baby Bubba to the baby, the bang bang, the boogie said rock. You don't know. Sometimes I do stupid stuff like that. This dude was cast out. Guess what he occupied? In Genesis chapter 10 said, Ham and Canaan occupied Sodom and Gomorrah. Ham occupied Sodom, Canaan occupied Gomorrah. That's why they call it Sodom and Gomorrah. Ham and Canaan. That's them two baby boys. Did you get what I just told you to your face?
Yes, sir.
Y'all saw him on the Katy Perry video. You know, anybody, how that song go?
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse.
Of course.
Anybody know how that song go? Well, look, they got an Egyptian, she's sitting as an Egyptian pharaoh. Look what color she was. White as snow. Ain't Katy Perry white as snow with blue veins in it? Well, why did they have her sitting as an Egyptian princess when we believe all of the Egyptians are black? How did that come about? I'm finna tell you because it's a trip, man. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Now Ham and Canaan, realizing that they could not keep us enslaved because Abraham was never going to accept Ham and Canaan as their masters because Abraham would have whacked their behind out. He said, man, he's not going to accept it because Yahweh said that Canaan would be cursed and serve Shem and Japheth. So, man, them niggas ain't going to accept us. You know what? Abraham had a son named Isaac, and another one named Ishmael. And Ishmael is a man like we man. They didn't get the blessings in. If we go to Ishmael and marry him and bring him into our group, they'll submit to him because he's made like the sand of the sea. He's a great number, and he's their brother, and they've already feel bad because they threw him out of camp, and they'll listen to him, they'll follow him, and we just sit in the background and rule over him. And let Ishmael, the Arabs, East Indian Pakistanis take over. That's what we can do. So in Genesis 36, Ham and Canaan married into the two disgruntled brothers, Esau and Ishmael. And they created a group. Back then, that group was called the Hyksos. The Hyksos took over Egypt. What do you mean? Just Google it, Negro. I just told you what I'm talking about. Said there became a new king that knew not Joseph and took over. Which it will explain why Katy Perry was sitting on that throne as a white woman and not a black woman. Which also explains why they blew the noses off all the sphinxes and pyramids and all the statues in Egypt with the wide noses. Because the Canaanites have thin noses. Because they were cursed white and they lived in the cold, so they only needed thin nostrils. No melanin in their skin. So they had to live where it was cold and dark, danky. So Canaan, this little slick boy, put Katy Perry on there to represent him. Why? Because what happened was, when Ham and Canaan married into Ishmael, they became called the Hyksos. The Hyksos rose up and became king over Egypt, and then they were in charge with the Egyptian Pharaoh was white. You know how black people, oh, they put all these people on there as white when it was actually black. See, the Bible said the devil deceived the whole world. Revelation 12:7-9. See? Did I catch it?
Yes, sir.
So we're deceived. So let's see why did they blow the noses off of these wide-nosed Africans. Because Ham did have 4 sons. Ham is the father of all Africans. He had a son named Mizraim. Mizraim was the firstborn son, and he was also the first Egyptian. He was Egypt. You can look that up. Google it, goggle it, goggle it. Is that the same as Google? That's it. So if you Google it, you'll see that Mizraim was African, but he was friendly. So it's not all Africans that's bad. Not all Hamites. Remember, read Psalms 83:1-5. All nations got together to make us figure out name and our nationality. Did it name Esau? Did it name Ishmael? Did it name Hagarine? That's the African. Did it name all of the other Africans? Did it name the Perizzites, the Canaanites, all of the Canaanite family? Never mentioned once the Gentiles. See, remember, white Gentiles didn't have nothing to do with this here. In fact, they under the same trick. But it did tell you in verse 11, 9-11, look what David's prayer was. Oh, Yahweh. The Ishmaelites, the Canaanites, and all these people that did this to us, please destroy the nobles of them that did this to us. Not all Ishmaelites and all Canaanites and all Hamites, just the nobles. Why? Why? Because they're the ones that know. They just use them as the other ones as foot soldiers. So all of you who want to be forgiven, Ishmael, you can be forgiven. Don't go to hell with them thinking you're in trouble. Because contrary to popular belief, Shem, Ham, and Canaan are still Hebrew. Because Noah was a Hebrew. And if Noah was a Hebrew, Shem, Ham, and Japheth are Hebrew, and all of you are God Yahweh's people. You can go to heaven, but you got to repent from the crap that you're doing. So I'm just revealing what you're doing, because the Bible says the sons of perdition must be revealed and moved out of the way, and then the 2 brethren can come back together. Who are the 2 brethren? Shem and Japheth. Oh my God. You're saying that we're supposed to be in unity with the white man? I didn't say that, sir. Jesus did. Oh, now this nigga going too far now. What you mean Jesus said that? But Jesus said the whole body of Christ is the Jew and the Gentile. 1 Corinthians 12:12-13. Damn. Hurt you, didn't it? I know that messed you up. But there it is. Even Paul. That's why they hated Paul. In Hebrews chapter 3, he said, I'm here for the Jew and the Gentile. Boom! All throughout the Bible, he said, Isaiah 6 said, we will be a light to the Gentiles. Why? Because that's our little brother. Gonna lead him back to Yahweh. He's lost. That's why Jesus forgave that white woman. He was a Gentile. He said, forgive him, Lord, because my little brother Japheth don't know what the hell he's doing. Please don't kill my little brother. Because if you read the history of Shem and Japheth and Flavius Josephus and other books, Shem would even kill you for even talking bad about his little brother Japheth because he loved him. That's why white Gentiles follow us today. And that's why we follow them today, because we love each other. If we play football and our number is 23, you will be at the game. All white people will have number 23 on their chest. They want that ball on your records, everything. It's our little brother. You cannot kill your little brother, nigga. I know you deceived him wanting to kill him. That's the little trick. Because the Hyksos, the Canaanites, who's a different white man from the Japheth, these are white Africans. That's why they said, oh man, the Irish are actually African. Look at those big white statues over there. They got big wide noses and thick lips, but they're white, see? But they were really Africans. You're right. Because the Canaanites did migrate up to Ireland, and took over the west side of Ireland, and that's why they were little shorties, because they all committed incest, and they were having sex one with another. When they do that, instead of being 6 feet tall, their DNA don't line up like this here, it lines up like this. So instead of being 6 feet tall, they're half that, 3 feet tall. Little midgets, they call them leprechauns. Con meaning that are white. Because the word leper means white. Genesis, Leviticus chapter 13 talks about leprosy. White skin. They don't have melanin in their skin. That's why they think they want to take the blood from us. That's why the Bible said they're drunk with the blood of the saints in Revelation chapter 17. What did it mean by that? Drunk with the blood means they actually drink the blood. Why do they do that? Don't believe, just look what it said, Mason. Look up the word. Masons drink blood, human blood. Why you think they call it blood sacrifice? Because the Canaanites couldn't get vitamin D into their skin because they can't go out into the sun. So since they couldn't get vitamin D in their skin, their insides and their skin start to rot and crack up, because vitamin D is the only vitamin that heals your guts and your skin and keep you looking beautiful. So what they did is decide to drink our blood. Oh man, you are a trip, nigga. You don't, yeah, I know. I don't give a damn what you say. The Bible told me to tell you the truth, whether you hear or forbear. I do not give a damn. I'm just going to tell you the truth. You think I'm running for president because I really need to be president? I'm running for president to save your mind. I'm having them all. I got, mansions everywhere. I got 387 houses, yachts, jets, cars. Do we have it, brother?
Yes, sir.
We got it now.
Yes, sir.
Richer than 10 people from Tampa, temporarily. That's because we teed off. Is that a lot of teas? Sorry. So, y'all got what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, these cats are blood-sucking, blood-eating people because they think they got to get our vitamin D from our blood since they can't get it into their blood. That's why Nimrod was called the first Mason and the first vampire. That's why when you go to them, then they say, that's why you go on my website, I can show you Abraham Lincoln's original post. He said, we got to stop the dreaded Democrats who are the dreaded vampires. Cannibals. He called them that. That's why white people fought. The Gentiles always came to our rescue. The Gentiles are our blood brothers, and that's what it is. Now, when you finish learning about the Hyksos took over Egypt, put us in slavery. And when you watch the Katy Perry video, she's sitting up there like this here, and behind her is a whole bunch of real black men. Those are the Hamites. She is the Canaanite. You see what I'm saying? You got this right in the video.
Right in your face.
They laughing at you.
Yep.
Then they bring these red men beating a black Hebrew. Who's those red men? Ishmael. The East Indians, the Arab, and Pakistani.
Ones in the shops in the hood.
That's them. There they go, right there. They beating the black man, and then Katy Perry sits like this here, and she does like this, and the black Hebrew gets hit with the whip by the East Indian. He walks over to her and gives her a diamond. She eats it. Her teeth turn diamond, man, and she loves it. Then she said, more and more. Then he gives her a pearl, then her teeth turn pearly white. She said, more and more. Then he gives her a ruby, and her teeth turn ruby red. She said, more and more. He does like this. He doesn't have any more. After he's drained of all of his sustenance, she does like this here with her witchcraft, and he dries up and turns into a pile of dirt and leaves a cup of blood. Then she takes the cup of blood and drinks it. Why does she drink that? So she can live. So she thinks. Did you get what I just told you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Did I tell you the truth, yea or nay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you did.
But the point is, they represented themselves. Canaan at the head, Ham protecting Canaan, while the Ishmaelites did all the dirty work.
Yes, sir.
They're doing it today. They call themselves code enforcement, zoning department. You open up a business, here they come. Sorry, my brother. You know you got to have your license, but this my brother. Oh, because we won't beat this behind because that's our brother. That's Ishmael. He acts like he's a nigga. You ain't no nigga. Why you can't say brother? You know how to talk, boy. Chump nigga coming there. You can make you have all kind of license, but you know East Indian, Arab, Pakistan, they don't have no license in none of their business. They are not regulated. The regulations cost you more than opening a damn business. They force you into working for them. Have sisters riding around trying to do stuff, and the only way you can become a star, a famous model, actress, singer, you got to go through them. Because them little gay guys run everything. Why? Because they're following their daddy, Ham, who was the first homosexual because he raped Noah. Still, your homosexuals can be saved. Don't let yourself die, boy, because if you do, that's your behind. Nothing I can do. At least I told you. Literally. You ain't gonna be the type of behind you like. That's all I got to say is about that. Okay, anyway, so Ham and Canaan and Ishmael are represented right in the Katy Perry video. Y'all watch that dark horse. They show it to you in your face. They blew the noses off them because they don't want you to know that the Egyptians had wide noses, because Mizraim, the first Egyptian, was the one that was friendly to the children of Israel. When we first came in with Joseph, Mizraim allowed Joseph to be the viceroy, the vice president, or the vice pharaoh, and brought the rest of the children of Israel and saved them from being hungry, and the Israel waxed great in number. Go to Exodus chapter 1. And we did great. And then the new king rose up, which was the Hyksos, which was the Canaanites, Hamites, and the Ishmaelites. They took over and they put us in slavery. Yahweh took me to Egypt and showed it to me. He said, look at this, son. All these hieroglyphics and these pictures. Look at this picture here, son. That's red East Indian, Arab, Pakistani beating black Hebrew. Wow. Y'all go to godsdo.com. You'll see it. I got it right. What number is that, Mikael? Like number 6 or 7, where I showed the Egyptians. Yes, like red East Indians beating black Hebrews. Got the picture of it. And they admit those people were East Indian, Arab, Pakistan. They admit they were called the Hyksos. The Hyksos later became called the Egyptians. Then the Egyptians became called the Philistines. And then the Philistines became called the Babylonians. Then the Babylonians became called Phoenicians. And then the Phoenicians became called the Illuminati and the Masons today. All the same Negroes who needs to grow. Black men without the P, they are black men, they lack the knowledge to deal with it. Is that right? Okay, just want to make sure. Sometimes I'm get stupid. So anyway, Ishmael, Ham, and Canaan are those Illuminatis and Masons that get everybody to join their little group as Masons. But they put Ishmael out front because they're the only ones we will allow to rule us, because those are our older brothers, so to speak. Ishmael, the older brother of Isaac. Right? Like, you know how we had some brothers, some conversation we had the other night, some brothers tried to tell Yahweh that, oh, the Arabs are the first ones. Aramaic is the original language, and the Arabs, and they are the first ones because Abraham had a son named Ishmael, and Ishmael is the father of all Arabs, so Abraham had to be an Arab. Now, when that question first went down, that was a very terrifying question to me, because at the time I was a Muslim, and I had just come to Yahweh, and the guy stood up and asked that question, and I was like, oh God, please let me have an answer, because if he didn't have that answer, we was destroyed. This dude was the smartest brother in Islam asking Yahweh that question, somebody I used to honor. And I'm like, oh my God, Yahweh, please have the answer. Yahweh said, nigga, I got the answer for you, boy. He said, everybody turn to Genesis 14:13. We all turned to Genesis 14:13. I couldn't even get to Genesis 14:13 because my hands were so sweaty. I was scared to death because, boy, this better be the answer, because if this ain't the answer, it's over. It's over. I'm going to walk out here in a shame. I lost all my fingernails, everything. We always said, read. And there came one that had escaped and told Abraham the Hebrew. Y'all said this is Genesis 14. Ishmael was born in Genesis 16. 16, nigga. He changed his own name because he became disinherited when he was kicked out. I don't give a damn what that nigga called himself. Damn that nigga. Nigga, I ran over there, I'm screaming, what now, punk nigga? What's up, nigga? Niggas holding my shirt was from here about 5 feet back. They was holding that. I'm trying to get the nigga. Smart nigga. What? There it is. There it is. Way in Genesis 14. And there came one that had escaped and told Abraham the Hebrew. What? Nigga, I don't care what the Quran says where it says, when it says Isaac should get the, Ishmael should get the blessing because he was the firstborn. I'm going with this. The Quran and all holy books on earth refer you to the King James Version to prove what they're saying is true. Why? Because King James was a homosexual, but he was black now. But what do you mean? You're like, shut up and Google it, forget you. Anyway, right? King James was a homosexual that was afraid that he was going to die and be judged by God because he threw his gay lover out of the window, killed him. So he hired 45 of the greatest scholars on earth to transliterate. I didn't say translate, boy. I said transliterate. What's the difference between transliterate and translate? Translate means come up with your own meaning for what the scripture is saying. Transliterate means to go letter for letter. Because they thought the Bible was written in code. They didn't want to miss one letter. They want all letters in place. To go from Hebrew to English so that he can know what's going to happen in the future and to have absolute truth so that King James could read it himself in English, because the Bible back then was written in Hebrew and all of the priests were able to, only the ones were able to read Hebrew, and so we had to depend on them to say what the Bible said. King James didn't want that. He wanted to be able to read it himself. He knew that the real children of Israel were in slavery over here in America and that we weren't even allowed to read, so he had no fear of us finding out all that stuff. That's why they left in there. King Solomon saying, I'm black but comely in Psalm 1 and 5. And why in Psalm 119, 163, why King David said, I'm black like a bottle in smoke. Job 30:30, Job said, my skin is black upon me. He left that in there because we couldn't read it anyway. Right. It's against the law. Negro. So they were Kafareto, were transliterated from Hebrew to English. That's why this is the best-selling book every year. Every year. Not some years, every year. Period was $17. Okay? So now y'all got it. Now we're finna get into the ISIS plot to kill the black. Which is why I have to run for president. Because Michael and his angels have to fight for this woman that they want to kill. That's in Revelation 12, 1-5. Said, I beheld a great woman in heaven, a woman dressed in white, with a crown on her head, travailing to be delivered. Delivered from what? Impending doom. Then I beheld another great wonder, a great red dragon. Look up what dragon means. It means Magog and Gog. If you look up Magog and Gog, just Google it like this. Magog and Gog is Russia, China, and Ishmael. And bam! It'll blow up. Because Ishmael infiltrated all countries, especially Russia, China, and America. And they run all of the countries. You think those people are Russian. Every white Russian over there is broke as hell. He got no money. He lived on the continent 100% tax. You go down the street around the corner, right up around the road, you go up this way, then you make a left on 14th Street. And right there, I'm just making that up. But right around the corner, big mansions, Rolls Royces, Mercedes-Benz, all in the yard of these dark brown guys they call themselves the Russian Mafia. But they said 3 times more billionaires in Russia than it is in America. Why? Because they're taking 100% of the people's money, so of course all of them are going to be rich. They got it all. Drunk with the blood of the saints. Who is the saints? Shem and Japheth.
What's the blood?
The blood is the money and your real blood. Don't get it twisted.
Yes, sir.
Tommy, You know, you heard me tell a bunch of teasing. Don't get it twisted, Tommy, because this ain't temporary. But this is my tenaciousness that's telling you about this. Y'all got what I'm telling you?
Yes, sir.
You go to China. You think those are all Chinese over there? No. Mahatma Gandhi in East India came up with the trick. It says that the day of Christ is at hand, and the gathering of the two brethren unto him is at hand. The two brethren is Shem and Japheth. But that will not happen except the sons of perdition, Ham, Canaan, Esau, and Ishmael, are revealed and moved out of the way. And once they are revealed, then the black man, Latin, black and white, will unite together in unity, and we will overcome them. You understand?
Yes, sir.
But it will not happen until they are revealed. And everybody knows what they're trying to do to our black woman just because she whooped her behind back then and kicked her out of the camp. So, sisters, don't worry. It says in Revelation 12 that when the great red dragon rise up against this woman dressed in white, that we will come to your rescue as Michael and his angels, and the dragon will not prevail. Praise Yahweh. Will not prevail. You have to run on the wings of an eagle. What is eagle? America. So the black man and white man will not be a race war. It will be the purging of the wicked and the revealing of the sons of perdition and the saving of our black women and our white European Gentile women, because they put them in the same pot. Yes. They want to kill them. Yes. Right? That's how Hitler was. Hitler, we found out that Goebbels is a Jew. We caught him. He's a Jew. We got to kill him. And Hitler said he's now an honorary German. They kill us and hold themselves not guilty. Zechariah 11:5. Read that. So now y'all got the plot. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it very simple. I'm going to run for president because the most important scripture on earth is now getting into play. It's called Revelations chapter 17. It talks about our nemesis, Hillary Clinton. Hillary is Jezebel. You read up on Jezebel, she was a Sidonian Canaanite, which means Jezebel was a white woman. Not just white, but extremely white. What is Hillary? A white woman. You know, she never walks out in the sun. It's always in when it's a cloudy day. It might be bright, but it's cloudy. She can't take direct sun because she's a Canaanite. That's why her skin is cracking up. She is a white cracker. She is not a white Gentile. Oh, so is Bill Clinton. That's why he called him the first black president, because he is a African, the son of Ham, the father of the Africans. Right? Yes, sir. Did you just catch the niggas? A white African. Can't get in the sun, hair white, skin white, wrinkled all up like he's dried up like a prune, a piglet. Okay? Now, why is it important that we know who he is? Because the Bible said there will be three beasts in Revelation chapter 13. The first beast would be wounded to death. That was Kennedy. The second beast would be like unto him and speak great swelling words like the first beast. And who did they say was like the first beast? Bill Clinton. He did everything that first beast did. Then the Bible said there would be a person called the image of the beast. What did Bill Clinton say about Obama? Obama is made in my image. Everything Obama is doing is what I would have done. Damn! So he gave Ishmael the power because we would accept him putting us in slavery, but we ain't going to accept no white people doing that. You see, we would accept him saying he wants to take taxes up to 81%, but we wouldn't accept them doing that. I know you black brothers out there who don't have no job, you don't care because you ain't paying taxes anyway. You think you're going to be like the Russian mafia. Well, it ain't going down like that because they know who you are and who you ain't. That's why when you go to jail, you go straight to jail. You end up with that UCC stuff, with that Masonic stuff, all that stuff. Bang! 40 years. No, yeah, I don't think he heard it. He's a baseman. Right, 44 years. Did you hear what I was saying? Don't care nothing about that, boy. You going to jail. They know who you are. Let me tell you how they know who you are. Because you don't have their accent. I can tell you now, because Isaiah 48:6 said, I've not spoken in secret from the beginning. You go to 1 Samuel 16, the children of Israel wanted to kill a certain tribe and gave them a password. Tell them to say Shibboleth. Don't worry. The Benjamites and the other tribe that we don't want over here, they got an accent, so they can't say Shibboleth. They're going to say Sibboleth. So whoever says Sibboleth, cut their heads off. So you in there with your Masonic stuff, going through all that. Wonder why this Indian, this East Arab, why he's while Obama gets in and open the prison houses for all of them, he letting them all out of letting all their greatest warriors go back to reconstitute themselves so they can come in America and kill us, and letting them all into America, and any one of them that get arrested, he orders ICE and everybody to let them go, you understand? But they have to prove themselves. They have to say Shibboleth. And when they speak, they got to speak like, okay, my brother, I'm really familiar. Brother. Oh, you don't know how to say brother. So, oh, that's a nigga, put him in jail. There's another white guy trying to put him in jail. They are free because they have the accent. That's why it works for them, brother, and not your black guy. Okay? Did I say it right? Okay. So, I just told you the secret. Because the Bible said we're going to open the prison house anyway. Michael, what do you mean you're going to open the prison? Yes, all of my white Viking brothers who are the greatest warriors on earth that you can put in jail as motorcycle gangs talking about, they selling drugs, which is not against the law, I'm letting them go. What you mean you're going to let them go? Yes, because since they got all their soldiers over there ready to come whoop our behind, I'm letting my soldiers go who are the forces of the Gentiles, who are not afraid to fight. We need our white brothers to protect our black mom. Let's give our sister a hand. Does that make sense to you? You know, if it don't make sense, whoever it don't make sense to, please go to hell as quickly as you possibly can. Because the Bible says we're going to open the prison house.
Your battery. See, your battery is really
Okay, go up there and get my charger. Not you, let... You understand where the extension cord on? You understand? So that's the secret. The whole secret is we must protect her, and those are part of our angels, the Gentile. That's why the Bible said that's going to happen. So don't get alarmed. We just got to protect ourselves, right?
Right.
Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Am I right? Okay.
Right.
Okay. I know it sounds crazy, but God wouldn't say Isaiah 61, he's here to open the prison house and declare liberty to the captives. He wouldn't say that if it wasn't true. It has to happen because God said it was going to happen. So it has to be a reason for that to happen. He's proclaiming liberty to his Ishmaelite friend. I'm proclaiming liberty to mine.
Yes, sir.
And the only way for me to do that is I have to be president.
That's right.
And you might say that's crazy. But see, Hillary is in Revelation 17, baby. This is the scariest scripture in the world. See, because what y'all don't know is that Russians, Chinese, Arab countries, and Muslim countries will never allow America to exist with a woman in charge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't care what you, they hate women. You can say all you want. They're going to kill you. Well, what do you mean by that? What I mean by that, they know that 1 Timothy 2:9-15 says, a woman shall not usurp authority over the man. And Hillary knows that. And you say, well, damn, why the hell is she doing that? Because in Revelation 2:20 it says Jezebel will not be saved because she will not repent. So since she has to go to hell, she wants everybody to die with her. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So she's deliberately trying to cause a war. And the Russians and the Chinese are sitting back waiting. So they can have their excuse because they can't get the rest of their brothers to go fight. Because they say, like, when they said, I know Bush is crazy, but at least he believes in God. He don't believe in gay marriage. I actually heard them say stuff like that. I heard Arabs and Africans and East Indians, yeah, Bush is crazy, but at least he believes in God. So they won't attack. But, if they could have got a Democrat in at the time to bring in gay marriage and all that, I told you they were homosexuals. Oh my God! Allah Akbar, boy, and they coming. They coming. Y'all don't know that Putin himself is an Arab. It's in a consonant, but Putin is an Arab name. He is an Ishmaelite, fighting against his East Indian brothers, and he wants to kill everybody else that he considers wicked who won't follow the Quran. The Quran. How you say Quran? They want to kill everybody. Did you hear what I just told you?
Yes, sir.
But they got to get the rest of the people to join on with them with righteous indignation. What is their righteous indignation? A woman is in charge. You know we can't allow that. Our sons will see that as an example. Oh my God, Allah Akbar is coming. Now, let me show you where it says that in the Bible. Revelation 17. So he carried me away, this is verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. What color is scarlet? Red. What color is Obama? Red. Damn it, man. So he's the image of the beast, the third beast. And this woman is supposed to come and sit on him if she can. They say she's running as Obama's second term. Here it is right there. Full of names of blasphemy. What are the names of blasphemy? Oh, I love Margaret saying, I got a video of Hillary. When y'all see this video, it's going to turn your stomach. This video, you go on Godstube.com and see this video. Guess what it shows? The man who's the leader of the Ku Klux Klan. That's the name of blasphemy right there. The Ku Klux Klan was created by the Canaanites. That's why they're extremely white. And guess who else created it with them? Ishmaelites. That's why they wear a thing on their head so you can't see them. That they're with this. These suckers. The leader of the Ku Klux Klan, the Grand Cyclops, we got him on camera saying, oh yeah, we donated $20,000 to Hillary because she's our friend. She's always been a friend to the Ku Klux Klan. Oh damn.
The KKK endorses Hillary Clinton. We have given her $20,000 for her campaign fund. She is friends with the Klan. You know, a lot of people don't realize that. The Klan has always been a Democrat.
It's a short video, but boy, it got it. Then I got her on stage with Bill Clinton, with William W. Fulbright, the one, the Grand Cyclops. Cyclops means over all of the wizards. Wizards over the dragon. The Grand Cyclops of the Ku Klux Klan, William W. Fulbright, they're on stage with him saying, this is my mentor. Everything I've ever learned and loved comes from him. How the hell you gonna explain that to a 65-year-old black woman and black man who knows that he hung hundreds of black men and drug them down the street in trucks with chains? Damn that punk ass crap. Did you hear what I just told you? And this bitch is on stage with her, with that nigga. I mean, cracker. You gonna vote for that? And Jesus said in John chapter 21, 23, he said, though you say, if I was in the days of your fathers, forefathers, I wouldn't kill your forefathers like my forefathers killed your forefathers. Jesus said, you are like your forefathers, the wicked one. And the wickedness of your fathers, you will do, and you do it. So you will be held responsible for the sins of your fathers, because you're not like the Gentiles who asked to be forgiven and repented and got saved. But you Canaanites will not repent. Some of you will, because Revelation 7:9-13 said every nation, kindred, and tongue, whatever. But the nobles of you won't repent. Right. That's why Ephesians 14:12-16 says, I'm not here against flesh and blood. I'm here against those who sit in high places, the nobles and the kings. That's who I've come to destroy. Because you won't repent, because you don't want to give up your wealth that you got from the blood of the saints. You goddamn vampire, you. With your brother, the werewolf, who are the flesh eaters.
Yes, sir.
Ishmael. I see you, sucker. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's why you watch the movie Twilight. The vampires are always extremely white, and all the werewolves are brown. Ishmael revealed.
Yes, sir.
Buster Crab Johnson, Joseph Day. Did we just tell them?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Check me.
All of you people who think you are hiding, you will not. That's what they was doing. Say that out loud again.
They were just trying to protect the white woman.
Who?
The vampires.
Yeah, right. You know why they were trying to protect that little girl in that movie? I'm going to tell you why. Because the lady who had sex with her was human at the time. She had sex with that vampire. So they knew that the human side of her might feel sorry when she realized that they're eating her family members, that she would go tell them. So they had to kill that baby. The people that was trying to kill them, today they call those people Washingtonians. And guess who the Washingtonians are? The Washingtonians are those people who knew that the Democrats were eating people, and their job was to make sure that anybody who brings that up was to look like a fool. So they bring all these phony Illuminati videos on YouTube that look foolish, so when a real person comes in and reveals it to you, it sounds foolish. So you won't believe it, so they can continue on into their wickedness. Even if we tell you they're eating you, and that they're killing you to eat you, and if you realize that every time a black man dies, you wonder why, if there were 2.5 billion people on earth back in the 70s, and now there are 7.5 billion people on earth, right? Where the hell is the new graveyard? Where are the new graveyards?
Still the same.
You got 5 billion more people. And yet I see the same damn graveyard. Why is it that every time you look around, a grave is being dug up and the vault is being put on top of the dirt and they stack them all up? What's going on there? Why do they take all of your blood out of you and embalm you when you're supposed to rot anyway in the earth, right?
That's right.
Why do they do that?
Where does all the blood go?
Where does the blood go? Well, we asked them, and we finally got an answer from one of them. Oh, we sell it to the Middle East. What? Y'all better go watch it. This video called McDonald's sells human meat. The man who owns McDonald's said, oh yeah, we kill about 300,000 white people every year. Finkelstein. Yeah, we kill them, but y'all don't want to say nothing because you don't want to be called anti-Semitic. Everybody looking at me crazy. Don't look at me crazy, they said that. They said McDonald's meat, that pink slime is actually human flesh. Why do they do that? To make you feel good. See, what are you talking about? We're accountable, but you eat McDonald's too, see? You're going to hell with us. Best I ever seen. It's called that Darth Vader syndrome. Hey, trying to kill me, Luke, so you might as well join the dark side because you're evil too. We're all going to hell together. White people, some of y'all came down and helped us with slavery, so you're going to hell too, so you might as well join the dark side and help us. I am, at this moment, See, the person you did the sin against has the right to forgive you. I forgive you, and I'm going to talk to the rest of my black brothers into forgive you so we can all get together and go whoop his ass, okay? All right now.
Yes, sir.
At least I told you. White people, you blessed. Come on to heaven with me. But first time, let's go put our foot up his ass.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay? No, yeah, go ahead and hop. Hop with one leg, keep the other foot up his ass. Let's go. There you go. Hop, hop, hop. I hear it. Hop. I hear it. Okay. You got what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes, sir.
So, where are the new graveyards? Let me tell you what they're doing. Jesus looked back at a Canaanite in Matthew chapter 15, verse 22, who was an Asian Ishmaelite. And this woman came up and said, Jesus, save me. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. The Bible says she was from the land of Canaan, and Jesus answered her not a word. And the disciples knew something. They said, send her away, Lord, for she crieth after us. And Jesus said, hey, the bread of the children are not for those dogs. Whoa, that was cold-blooded, wasn't it? Why did Jesus call this Canaanite and Ishmaelite a dog? The answer to that question explains why there are no new graves. What is a dog? A werewolf. Why do they call the murderers of our people here in America and abroad lone wolves? Damn! I just told on that one. What is a wolf? A dog. What does dogs do? They kill you, bury the bone, and come back and eat you later. They hide the body. How do they hide the body? They take the blood out, they give it to the vampires, the Canaanites, and the Edomites who are born red hair all over, who have the same skin condition as the Canaanite, and they take that and they drink the blood. So says Finkelstein. If we drink the blood, they eat the flesh. You understand? They drink the blood, that's why they take the blood out and embalm you. But why do they embalm you? To keep your body fresh for 200 years. Why? Because they don't know how long your family is going to come by and look at the grave. And they want to make sure, just in case the family wants to exhume you or anything, that you're there. The moment they stop looking at the family, the family stops looking over you, stop leaving flowers and all of that, the grave watcher, gravy watcher, gravy. Okay. The grave watcher say, okay, he ain't being watched no more, you can dig him up. And they dig up all the bodies that stopped being watched. But they bring up the whole sepulcher. What is that called? The vault. The question is, why did they put me in a vault? If I'm supposed to rot and go back to the earth, why don't you put me in a 2-inch thick cement vault and lay the coffin in and then put a 2-inch thick top over it so that no worm can get on me, and you spray me down and you embalm me so that no worm would eat my body and I stay fresh. Why? So they can come back, dig you up, and eat you. And the reason why they want to eat the black man and the white man is because we have a soul. Canaan lost his soul, so he wants to eat us. And he says, if you eat us, we will gain their power and their soul. That's what they want. Come on, Michael, you're crazy now. I know that's what the Washingtonians want you to think. I'm just telling you why Yahweh said in Revelation 17, this beast is drunk with the blood of the saints, because they can't get vitamin D. Damn it. Stop being a dummy, dog. I'm a D-ing down on it, right? Okay, so you understand what I'm saying? Yes, look at me, sir. Look at me. You heard what I just said?
Yes, sir.
So these people dig up the graves and eat us. Why? Because they know that your soul is conscious even while you are physically dead. What is the proof of that? 1 Samuel chapter 28? Yeah, chapter 28. Samuel was dead. Saul wanted to speak to Samuel, so he went to a witch to bring Samuel back. And while Samuel was dead, this witch conjured up Samuel, Saul, who was dead. The prophet was Samuel. Saul was the king who wanted to speak to Samuel, the prophet, so he can talk and find out what Yahweh was going to do. He said, because Yahweh won't talk to me no more. He never would talk to me. He always talked to Samuel. I need to know. Samuel has to tell me what to do. So he actually got a witch. The Bible said it actually worked. And Samuel actually said, who is this that dared waketh me from my sleep? Which means you're resting in peace. We're supposed to be resting in pieces. In other words, we're supposed to die, and our flesh is supposed to break up and go back to the ground. But they keep your body fresh. Why? Because they know that the soul is a positron. It is the positive energy. It is the light. And they know that the water in the body is a negatron or an electron. And it keeps, as long as the body is full of liquid, the soul cannot escape. Because it's like a magnet. They're stuck to each other. So they keep you full of liquid called embalming fluid to keep the soul there. So that they can, when they wake you up, they can disturb your body, because they know all it takes is for them to do like that. When they touch you, that's what they mean. See, as long as the body, when body's under the ground 6 feet under, you can't touch it. It can just rest until it breaks to pieces. But if you come and touch that body, the soul, who can no longer control the physical body, is aware that that happened, but he can't move his hands because he doesn't have the motor's apparatus anymore, because he done lost contact with the body, because the body is physically dead. So he knows it's happening, but he can't do anything about it. So Samuel knew it, but his body was inanimate. And he said, who is that waketh me? Then he prophesied terrible things for Saul before waking him up. But the point is, he was able to be awakened.
Yes, sir.
Which means when you die, your soul is sitting in it. So what do they want to do? They always tell you, I'll see you in hell. I'm going to torment you in hell. What do they mean by that? They going to wake your ass up. Yeah, nigga, you was talking all that trash now. Bah! Slapping you, beat you, and start eating your body in front of you, letting you see the terror. That's why when you go into the Vatican, in the top of the Vatican, the picture of hell is a man on, like this here, he's dead, but his eyes are wide open, showing that he's aware, and they're biting his arm and cutting his fingers off, cooking his hands, and they're actually physically eating him, and he's actually tormenting him while he is dead. And that is, you understand what I'm saying? Actually eating and tormenting him. You understand? So once you understand what's going on, they actually, that's why Jesus said the bread of the children is not for these dogs, because they eat our flesh. We don't need to give them no bread.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You're wicked.
Greedy dog.
You're a greedy dog. Y'all even call them dumb dogs, Isaiah 56:10-11. They are dogs. Flesh-eating cannibals. From Nimrod until this day. Did y'all get it? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, y'all got it, right?
Yes, sir.
So here's the trick. Revelation 17. It says, oh, what did you change that? Okay, I'm going to start from verse 1. Verse 1 is too good. I'm sorry. It said, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show you the things, I will show thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. The only country that got many waters is America, because verse 5 it says, the waters that thou sawest are peoples, kindreds, and tongues. America is called the Great Melting Pot. So some whore is going to control this country that has many people in it. Did you hear what I just told you? Some whore is going to try to do this here. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads are the 7 European countries, and the other 3 horns are who? Magog, Gog, and all the Arab countries. Damn it, man! There it is. Ta-da! Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She's an abomination. Because there's no way in hell a Canaanite should be in charge. That's an insult, because Yahweh said Canaan in Genesis chapter 9 is supposed to serve Shem and Japheth forever.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because we saved Noah from Ham and Canaan, raping him. And when Ham went out to go get us to see their father having sex with Canaan, who was the one that was committing the act, we refused to look at our father's nakedness, and we walked in backwards and covered our father's nakedness. So when Noah woke up, he still retained his integrity and said, "Cursed be Canaan."
Yes, sir.
Why did he curse Canaan? Because he was the one that was committing the act. And what was the curse? He turned him white. Who is Hillary, the daughter of Canaan? How? Revelation 2:20 said Jezebel will not save because she will not repent. Repent from what? Oh, getting those people killed in Benghazi. Oh, let me see what else she don't repent from. You on stage with William W. Fulbright, you want niggas to vote for you? You supposed to say, I'm sorry about that at least, right? She don't even repent for that. She said, oh, the reason why I got the Margaret Sanger Award. Now, y'all don't understand. She got the Margaret Sanger Award. Let me tell you who Margaret Sanger was. Margaret Sanger was a dogged whore from hell, Canaanite, B-I-T. I don't want to put CH on it because I don't want to cuss.
Racist.
But this was a bitch. That was, oh, did I cuss anyway? Sorry. Anyway, this devil named Margaret Sanger created Planned Parenthood.
Yes.
And Planned Parenthood, she went to the ladies of the Ku Klux Klan to make a speech. And she said to her white friends, she said, we have to stop hanging niggers because we're being put in jail for that. What we have to do is start aborting the Negro and killing him that way. And put a famous black leader out in front of them like Obama. So he would advocate for us so that niggers would not realize that we're trying to annihilate them because the Negro is obsolete. This bitch Hillary got the Margaret Sanger Award.
Back it up.
And then she comes up with some lame ass excuse. Oh, she created Planned Parenthood and it helped women's health and you know, women, you know, with their breast cancer and, you know, so I'm dealing with that side of her. Well, you better read Ezekiel 18:24, which says, I don't care about all of your righteousness. If you break a law, especially that's worthy of death, all of your righteousness is forgotten. So you could be a man that helped my little brother and stopped him from getting hit by a car. But then 2 days later you stopped, and I gave you the honor and honored you, I loved you for it. Then the next day you raped my little brother and stomped his face in. I'm killing you. That's it. I don't even remember what you did for my mama. Right now you have to die. Because I done forgot all that. Am I right or wrong? I'm not going to call Joel's name because I don't want them to know I'm talking about him. Y'all can laugh out loud, it's okay. Anyway, y'all got what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes, sir.
your righteousness is forgotten. Hillary knows that she went to church all of her life learning how to be a perfect devil.
That's right. All of it.
The devils know God and tremble.
Yes, sir.
Don't tell me they don't know. They know this.
Yes, sir.
How the hell you going to take an award from Margaret Sanger? How can Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson's stupid black behinds honor Hillary, support Hillary, when you the same Negroes that was trying to get the bust, the statue of Margaret Sanger taken out of a museum that had Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, all about black heroes in there, and they had her stinking head in there.
Oh, yeah.
And you all fought against him, and then go with the heifer that accepted an award honoring this heifer, and then got up and said, she is my mentor.
Yes.
Damn. Oh, hypocrites. How can you escape the damnation of hell? I even heard Minister Farrakhan saying he sounded like he liked Trump. Don't sound like he likes Hillary. Oh, I think he knows the scripture said a woman shall not usurp authority over the man. Black people, wake up.
Yes, sir.
This whore is going to sit upon the beast. Let me tell you what's going to happen if this whore is able to sit upon this beast. And I saw a woman drunken. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
With the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Most people admire Hillary, don't they? Bitch drunk with the blood of the saints. You can tell when she drinks some blood because her skin looks sort of new. And then all of a sudden wrinkles back up. What's going on with that? Okay. Where is that? Okay. And the beast which thou sawest, and is not, and shall be ascended out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition, sons of perdition, the Ishmaelites. Oh, he's an Ishmaelite. My bad. Sorry, Obama. You're a good guy, though, as long as you get the hell out of office and leave us alone. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not. That means was the president, but now he's no longer. And yet is. Why? Because she's running as him. Second term. Third term, I'm sorry. He was and is not, and now she's gonna run as his second term. So she was. He still will be was. Oh wow. Right? The seven heads are the seven mountains on which the woman sitteth. What are the seven mountains? The seven hills in the Holy Roman Empire, which represented the other 7 European countries. Y'all heard about it. There you go. Right? And there were 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not, and yet to come. And he that cometh, he must continue in short space. And the beast which thou sawest, and is not, even he is the 8th, and the 7th, and is of the 7th. What does that mean? Of the 7th. His mother was a Canaanite, European. She's part of one of the 7. Damn it. And he goeth into perdition. Damn. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are the 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Now you see he's taking everybody out of position and putting new kings in. You know, Gaddafi got another one. You know, you can keep up with it. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and the King of kings, and they that are with him are called chosen and faithful. And he said unto the ward unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples, multitudes, and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and eat her flesh and burn her with fire. If that whore, Hillary Clinton, sits on this beast, Obama, these 10 nations, Russia, China, and the Arabs and the Ishmaelites, and the 7 European countries, will blow America up and burn it like the oven, like Malachi 4:1-6 says.
Yes, sir.
See what's going to happen if your bitch gets in? Now I've told you. You can hear me or don't hear me. But black woman, you better go tell the rest of these black sisters and let them read this scripture so they can see what the hell is going to happen. And the Bible said, I'm going to laugh at you, black behind, if you decide to go to the left. Remember, Noah made it. So I'm going to make it. But I'm having compassion on my people because I see that you have no shepherd. You have a choice. Hillary or another guy, he's a Canaanite, but he's a repenting Canaanite named Trump. At least he wants tax down 10%. So if he becomes president, at least we can still build and got a chance to live. Right here with Hillary, there is no hope. That's it. Revelation 17:1-18. And right here it says, and God has put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree to give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled. So we might give it to the beast, which could be Trump or any man. Because you know Russia and China, they would even speak to Condoleezza Rice. No Arab country would speak to her even though she was the Secretary of State because she was a female. No woman shall not usurp authority over the man. She had to send a man in to speak for her. What the hell do you think they're going to do if Hillary becomes in charge? They're not going to speak to her. They're going to kill her.
That's right.
And everybody that voted for her, because Yahweh told you to choose you this day whom you shall serve, God or the devil. If you choose the devil, this is your destiny. Then you have to pray that the Bible is not true. Boy, you don't want to go through that. Because I know there's a 50-50 shot that the Bible is not true. But I'd be damned if I want to wake up on the wrong side of that 50-50 shot. Did I just make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Y'all say it loud. They don't know who you are.
Yes, sir.
You scared to talk? You want me to be out there by myself? Well, say something louder then.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Praise y'all. So there it is. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. What is the great city? Babylon. Look up the word Babylon. It means baby land in Arabic.
Yes.
Why did they pick the Arabic language? Ishmael, the son of perdition. Why? Because Yahweh says Babylon is spiritually called Sodom and, no, see that great city is spiritually called Babylon and Sodom, and what else? And Egypt. That's Revelation 11:8. Why? Because that's where we were in slavery before. In Egypt, under who? The Hyksos, who are who? The Canaanites, Hamites, and Ishmaelites. America has the same thing going on now. We're ruled by Canaanites, Ishmaelites, and Hamites, who are free to do business while we can't. We have to just work for them. That's why they married me, because I'm doing my own business, got our own TV show, got our own yachts, cars. I'm living in their neighborhood, which is actually my neighborhood. Damn you. You got what I'm trying to tell you? And I'm making sure that my people get to do stuff that's great.
Yes, sir.
Instead of having to wait for them.
Yes, sir.
They hate it. Niggas throwing his own party. Damn right.
Yes, ma'am.
White Gentiles, you better protect me like you protected Paul, or that's your ass.
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to help me. I am Israel. The wealth of the Gentiles is supposed to flow to me. The forces of the Gentiles is supposed to come to me. What is the forces? The armed forces, the police, everything. Because I'm going to bring the black man to you. And we're going to be a light to the Gentiles while you are the forces. That's why in Revelation chapter 11, it actually speaks clear that the Gentiles will be in heaven with us. In verse 13 it says, I beheld the temple of Yahweh come down, and at the top of the temple, who sat in the top of the temple? Solomon, Hiram of Bith, and Hiram of Tyre. Who was Hiram of Tyre? A Gentile. Damn. In there with the Hebrew. Then it named all the other floors who's going to be there. Then it said, and the outer court would be given to the Gentile. Why? Because they have to protect the perimeter, because they got all the guns and the weapons. So when you say, oh man, Trump wants to build a wall, because that's the whole reason you're upset with Trump. He don't like, he's a racist. Why? Because he don't want the Mexicans in. That's what you say. He said, no, he wants to build a wall so we'll be secured. Why? Why does he say that? Why does he say that? Because he followed me, listening to me on the radio. And why would I say that? Because Yahweh said in Isaiah chapter 60, clearly, where you can't get around it. He says, I will build a border with a wall great and high to my holy city.
Yes.
And all the nations and the Gentiles will come and say, please, let us help you build this wall great and high. That comes from Revelation 21, that heaven was surrounded by a wall, great and high. Why? So that he can keep the wicked on the outside and the righteous on the inside. And then we'll let you in according to your righteousness. You can't come in as a wicked ass Mexican with all them tattoos on you when you're not really a Mexican. You're an East Indian who will call an Aztec, a cannibal who used to cut people's hearts open and eat their hearts and blood. Then you come over here dressed with all them tattoos on, acting Mexican, speaking Latin, when you're actually a goddamn East Indian Aztec who gets in games and says we have to kill black people to be in the game. The real Mexicans are the Mayans who come over here, who were humble then, and they're humble now. They come in your country, they cut your grass, they get their own jobs, they create their own businesses, while they are being nice, clean citizens. You can even let them take care of your baby and leave them with them by yourself, and they take care of like it's their baby. They are good people. There's nothing wrong with Mexicans. They come from a republic, which is the Republicans, and the Republicans were the ones that freed us then, and they're the ones that's freeing us now.
Yes, sir.
So when he says he wants to build a wall, he's copying who? Matthew 5:48 said, be like Yahweh, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, if Yahweh had a wall, what we supposed to have?
Wall.
Then Yahweh said in Exodus 20, verse 19, I want to build a border around my mountain, and if anybody crossed this border, shoot him through. Why does Yahweh use the word shoot? Well, let me see. If you rush through Russia's wall, what would they do? Shoot you. You rush through China's wall, shoot you. You can run this way into America, but try to run back this way into Mexico. They will shoot you through. So everybody's following the laws of Yahweh except America, because Obama, the East Indian, is letting his murderers in. You see?
Yes, sir.
So in actuality, Trump is right. Build a wall, and we just do simple stuff like this here. We have our little towers up, every so often. And if anybody tries to climb the wall, we let them just get on across and bah! Go get him. Okay. Oh, you didn't know, you want to get him? You have? Oh, no, I got it. All right, wait. But there they go. All right. Bah! Oh, is it? You saw it here? Yeah. Good shot, yeah. High five. After about 2 or 3 of those, ain't nobody gonna be crossing that wall. They gonna come through the gate the right way, see? That's how roaches is. Roaches see that roaches die that way, all the roaches go that way. They're not gonna go through the same way he died. What the hell going on? All armies do that. They put a point man out front. You go about 100 yards out in front and they march through the field. Everybody else this way. Because he's dead. Nobody's going through the same machete that guy just went through. Turn them into spaghetti, we all go that way. Point man is your turn. Man, no! Nobody wants to be the point man. You won't have no more. All we need is about 2 or 3 point men to go across that wall. Bah! The rest of the Mexicans said, I think we better go through the gate because it just seems like another healthier way. Did you hear what I just told you?
Yes, sir.
They all want to go through the gate suddenly because of the marksmen. And we're secure, then we don't have to worry about them killing our sisters. They say, oh man, You're trying to be the president, but you got long hair and a beard. That means you wouldn't have voted for Jesus. King David, even God, you wouldn't have voted for. Yeah, but you were in Yahweh, you wore white robes. Daniel 7:9, God himself wore white robes, so you wouldn't vote for God. Wow. Well, they called you a murderer. You wouldn't vote for Jesus because in Matthew 25 and 27, they accused Jesus of murder, and he was actually found guilty and hung for it. You wouldn't vote for Jesus. But you don't know what you're doing. You've never held an office before. Joash was 7 years old in 1 Samuel. The greatest king to ever bring the children of Israel back to God. You know why? Because I don't need no smart king or no smart president. I don't even want one. Because that's unsafe. All these smart niggas got us in this hell right now. Damn being smart. This is what you're supposed to do. Is what Joash used to do. Joash used to say, what he did, wait a minute. So he did this, okay. Well, what does the scripture say about that? He used to be stoning them. Okay, stoning. He just went to the Bible. That's why I was blessed by Yahweh Ben Yahweh to memorize the Bible. So you come up with a problem, I'm just going to search the scripture. Because John 5:39 says, for in it do you have everlasting life.
Yes, sir.
So my answer will come from the Bible. You say, well, how do we get rid of terrorism then? You're supposed to be a man of God. What are we going to do about these terrorists? They're killing all of us. Oh, I got a simple answer. Matthew 5:48 says, be like Yahweh. Well, let me see what Yahweh did. I go to Exodus chapter 17. This is simple. My way gets rid of terrorism in about 4 days max. Over. All terrorism is done. What are you talking about, Michael? How are you going to, man, shut your ass up and listen. It's easy. Exodus chapter 17. Okay, so you understand? So laugh out loud. I need you to help me on this one. Exodus chapter 17, Yahweh said, the Amalekites, Ishmael again, attacked the children of Israel from back as they leave in Egypt. Killed one old man and one feeble child. One. All they killed. We wasn't strong enough to kill them all right then. 400 years later, that's the statute of limitations, by the way. Yahweh said, now that our young men are great in number and strong. The Amalekites don't even remember they even did nothing to them. Let me show you how vengeful Yahweh was. If Yahweh wanted revenge from way back 400 years later, what the hell do you think I'm supposed to be thinking about Democrats who had us in slavery 60 years ago? Burning and cutting our foot and private part, hanging us, all of this crap.
Yes.
A Jew 600 years from now would never vote for the Nazi Party. Not one Irishman will vote for Oliver Cromwell Britain.
No.
Not one Chinaman will vote for an imperialist Japanese. Not one Cuban, no, not one, will vote for the Castro regime.
That's right.
Not one Haitian will vote for Papa Doc. Am I right?
That's right.
Why in the hell is a black man voting for the Democrats when they are the Confederacy? The hell is wrong with you?
Good question. Food stamps.
Damn good question. Food stamps. That sounds like what Korah wanted. He wanted to go back to Egypt with a flesh pot. Well, good with the Egyptians was feeding us all this food while we were in slavery. And Moses said, all of you who want to protect your families and live like you did in Egypt and want to go back to your wives, step to the left. All the brothers who want to go with Yahweh, step to the right. And the Bible said Yahweh opened up his mouth of the earth and killed all of them by the edge of the sword. You want food stamps so you can remain in slavery, nigga. We gonna kill you, nigga. Hell is wrong with you. Stupid. Did y'all hear what I just told you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now, Yahweh didn't forgive them 400 whole years ago. Even Jesus said, you will be held responsible because you didn't repent for the murder of my people from the days of Adam all the prophets and to all my people until this day. Oh, you generation of vipers!
Yes, sir.
How can you expect the damnation of hell? Saith the Lord. If Jesus wants revenge, so do I. So how do we get this revenge? Brother, they killed one of our white people, one of our black people, any one of them. This is what God, Yahweh himself said. Now that we are strong and great in number, tell your young men to put their swords in their sheath and array themselves for battle and set judgment, because it has come to my remembrance what the Amalekites did to us 400 years ago. And I want you to go in and kill every man, woman, and child. This is 1 Samuel chapter 15. 400 years after Exodus 17, after we left Egypt, after they did this to us, he said, go in and kill every man, woman, and child, sheep, goat, camel, and ass. Kill everything and burn the city, so that all nations will see and fear and do no such evil. See how he answered the problem? Nobody else would attack us because, boy, the Israelites, well, they're going to come kill everybody. See how it works?
Yes, sir.
So you ask me, well, how would I get rid of mine? Well, you cut off one of my white brothers' heads. You say you got a caliph head over there. My drone can show me where your caliph head is at over there. I know white people, I know you're all scared because you think judgment is against you, and you think you're going to hell, and Armageddon is a 3.5-year war, so you don't want to get no revenge because you don't want to go over there and start nothing that they can't finish, and God gonna kill us all. Black women feel the same way. They want it to just go away. It's not going away. You can't set judgment against me because I'm the one that's the judgment setter. Because you're the one that acted against me. The revenge is for us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not for your punk behind.
That's right.
Ain't got nothing to do with you, punk. The Ishmaelites go over there, cut your head off. Come on over here, America. We want to fight Armageddon anyway. And black people won't go there. They're going to start an Armageddon. They're scared to death. Read Revelation 21:8. The fearful and the unbelieving shall go to hell. What is hell? Sitting over here scared, just waiting when you're going to be the next one to get the head cut off. Man, damn that. I'm stopping that immediately. I'm the judgment center.
Yes,
He said, I beheld Michael, Jude chapter 1.
Yes.
I beheld Michael and 10,000 of his saints. It ain't going to be a 3.5-year war. It's going to be a 3-day war. The day it takes me to get over there, and my men will be arrayed for battle to set judgment. What are we arrayed with? Each one of us going to have a 50 caliber machine gun. Bullets that about that long. Knock whole buildings down. And I'm going with them. I'm not going to be like these punk presidents that send you. I'm going with them. I'm not going to fly no drone over their city and drop papers to tell the kids to evacuate and the women to get out. Damn that. When you hit the Twin Towers, you didn't give a damn about whether my kids or my woman or my grandma was in there. I don't give a damn about yours, nigga. You don't care about your life. You want to be a martyr, but you don't want to see your grandma and your son die. That's what I'm going after, you punk-ass Ishmaelite.
That's right. Sir.
I'm going after yours. You went after mine, I'm going to your werewolf ass up,
Yes,
nigga.
Yes.
And I'm going to go stand 100 yards off of your city with 50 caliber. And I'm going to spray. Fire!
Make sure. Always.
Bah! 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 I'ma have a ball. Knock every damn building down.
Yes.
Go in and rake the flesh to the left.
Yes, sir.
Throw the heads on the pile on the right.
Yes, sir.
Take a picture. Put it on YouTube. And be back to the White House on the third day doing the funky chicken. Throw a party. Have a ball. Like y'all be rejoicing, or we gonna be rejoicing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh man, what nigga? I'ma have a ball and go get some sleep. Rested up in the White House. It was beautiful. What
What's the days of
Good time.
I'm gonna have a good time. And I know you're gonna, well, they're gonna come back and attack you again. Y'all said in Zechariah chapter 13 and chapter 8, he said, I will destroy a third of you if you will harm my people. And if you won't repent, nigga, I'll come back and kill another third. If you don't repent after that, I'm gonna come and kill another third. Cause your army is weak. I see you niggas doing push-ups. Y'all scared of Putin. They got one ship in Russia. That's all they got. They broke. China can't whoop you. They got 1 billion people. They got a 200 million man army. That only works if we have a civil war here in America and they come in and help the black man. Of course that'll work. But if we don't want them to, if the black man and the white man join together, you can't whoop us. I don't see none of them on the football field.
No.
You see them on the boxing ring? None of them. The only man that can compete with me is my little brother, the Gentile.
Yes, sir.
He's right on the football field throwing the ball. Let one of them, a cracker Canaanite body would break in pieces if you hit him. He's so weak. His bones and everything will break to pieces and disappear right on the football field. Come back out late. Going through spasms. You hit him one time, he's weak. Did you hear what I just told you?
Yes, sir.
That's how you got to do these boys. Russia can't whoop you. China, they send all 200 million young men in charge of it. 2 bombs take care of all of that. What time you get back to the White House? You want me? I'm on with you. You got land? Yeah, there's barbecue. Let's do it, baby. There's a few of them still like, bah! 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 What time does the barbecue start? See how you work?
Yes, sir.
They can't whoop you, boy.
Can't.
They can't whoop the black man and the white man.
It's impossible.
We're the inventors. We are the creators
That's right.
of everything. And we know how to. One thing a black man can do is outmaneuver you. You could be standing right in front of him, be 7'4", and a nigga will figure out how to get past you and slam the ball.
That's right.
Don't try us, boy. The black man and the white man in unity is the greatest group of warriors in history. Ask the Roman Empire when Hannibal and the Scythians came in and whooped they behind.
Right.
Who are the Scythians? The Gentiles.
Yes,
The Vikings, boy.
Spaniards.
We'll whoop your behind.
Yes, sir.
Did you like to say?
Yes, sir.
That's how you stop all of this terrorism. I know I worked. I went to Russia with one of my boys. We were over there in Russia, and they said they were going to blow up Russia. And I told my boy, I said, listen, I'm leaving because they got women talking about they're going to blow up the Olympics. He was at the Olympics, man. They're going to have women blow up the Olympics, and I'm not in the mood to get blown up, so I'm scared. Putin came out and said, don't worry, people, it's no problem. There will be no explosions in Russia. My message to the terrorists is if a bomb goes off here in Russia, we know who you are. We'll put your body back together and figure out exactly which clan you come from. And we're going to go to your city and kill every man, woman, and child. And he did like this. and walked off. I told my boy, we can stay, bro, everything's clear. I knew right away that Putin is not a paper tiger. He said he ain't gonna do it, he's gonna do it. Not one bomb went off in Russia. We over there partying in that cold country called Russia, having a ball, because Putin will kill it. They don't have no terrorism going on over there. You might get a few shots off the board, but they're going to kill everybody, so you don't hear about that particular group doing nothing.
Right. Yes, sir.
If you do that, our sisters can be safe. That's what they pay you to be president for. The first duty to a president is to protect the people.
That's right.
How our sisters walk around scared? You got to be scared to travel. Damn being scared. They gonna know, boy, if you hurt, they gonna make sure not one hair on your head get touched.
Right.
When I finish.
Yes, sir.
You heard one of the children, they just cut off the beard of King David's brother. Just cut his beard. David sent all of his soldiers in and said the Ammonites stank up his nose. And he went in there and killed everybody. Just a beard cutting. What the hell do you think we're going to do if you kill one of our sisters? No understanding. None. You kill one of my brothers. And by the way, Ishmael, all of that is retroactive. All that you've done, I'm going to remember it. And you up, nigga.
That's right.
Sand, nigga.
Yes, sir.
I know you scared. Be scared, but touch not Yahweh's anointed and do him no harm.
Yes, sir.
Because then Yahweh will enact then.
Yes, sir.
With the mothership and the spaceship, all that you fear will come to your face.
Come on, sir.
Funny boy.
Yes, sir.
So I'm not worried about it. That's why I talk this trash with no fear of favor. Because I know these two angels and Yahweh and my father's mothership will whoop the hell out you.
Yes, sir.
Yahweh told me back then he saved the children of Israel. This time we got to come save him. To do that, I have to be president. To open the prison houses, I must be president. Or at least the viceroy.
Yes, sir.
Under at least Trump.
Yes, sir.
That's how I got to go.
You gotta go like that.
She can't get in because she gets in with dead.
That's it.
And y'all, I know your next question, well, what are you going to do about the economy? Easy. Take America back to the gold standard.
Yes, sir. Right.
Now Russia, China, Mexico can no longer fluctuate their dollar so that only they can do business with us, but we can't do business with them. Because we have a just weight measure like Exodus chapter 20 says. And so it all comes down to ingenuity, of which we have the best ingenuity.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be able to do business and get richer here. Then take tax down 10% like God said, a tenth, a tithe. And then all of the businesses that left America because Obama and Hillary and Bill Clinton took taxes up to 41%, they left America, then they'll come back to America and where they want to do all their business at anyway. And then all of the other nations will come to America to learn here from us what we've been created and invented, and all the business will be here, and all the money will be spent here. And instead of 2% of the people paying the taxes and cheating on their taxes because you're charging too much, now 98% of the people will pay a tenth because nobody minds paying a tenth because it takes care of the infrastructure. Now the country will be 100 million times wealthier than it was.
That's right.
We'll be rich as hell. Then you won't need insurance because we can just pay for it.
That's right. Plenty of money.
They want you to pay 42% of the budget of America into insurance and all the stuff that Yahweh said don't try to do. You're trying to do what Nimrod did by building the Tower of Babel to ensure himself that he wouldn't be flooded again. That's why he built the Tower of Babel 40,000 feet instead of, so it'd be above the 23,000 feet that the flood was at, so that all of his royals can be protected up there to ensure himself of protection.
Yes, sir.
That's the greatest chicken in the world. That's how he put Abraham's daddy Terah in slavery, because he had him scared that Yahweh would flood the earth again, so they built the Tower of Babel to protect themselves. They keep you in slavery by getting you to pay insurance, which is another tax to keep money out of your pocket, to keep you from creating and doing your dreams.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Because with no money, you don't have money. Your tithe is supposed to just take care of your infrastructure, your streets, your lights, your water, getting to y'all. The government is to take care of that. The government is to take your tithe and pay for the the army to protect you. The government is supposed to take your tithe and pay for the widow, the homeless, and the fatherless to make sure they're taken care of. You're supposed to take a tenth of the tithe to take care of them. Not put everybody on child support so nobody don't have no damn money and everybody running away from women, don't want to even have a baby or a family because they scared of your regulating ass. You don't regulate yourself. You over there in Saudi Arabia with 20 wives having hundreds of babies while we scared to even have a baby. And when a woman tells her she's pregnant, they'll beg her to kill the baby just to keep out of slavery. That is damnable. I'm going to get you for this, boy. You ain't in trouble, Ishmael. You don't even know how much trouble you're in yet. When I wake the white man up, that's your ass. He going to come at your behind.
Yes, sir.
You got black men scared to even talk to our black women. And then you East Indian women become the strippers and the prostitutes that work in the strip clubs. And then got our women over there don't get to talk to no men because she's trying to be honorable. She really over there because she's trying to get through school or something. But you over there talking to us, hey, pretty boy, me and my girls, we want to take care of you. Why are you doing it? To take us from all of our women. And then all our men are over there with these East Indian women. Every football player and star and singer all marry East Indian women. All their videos show them heifers. The woman that looks like this, beautiful like this, she can't even get in the damn video. Only these Bitches. East Indian Arab bitches. Brothers, y'all stay away from him and return to the working class, upper class, middle class, black woman. The real one, you know who she is.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
East Indian, she weak anyway.
Yes, sir.
She better repent or we gonna cook her ass. That's what we got to say. You got our sisters buying your hair, wearing your lipstick, wearing your rouge, because you created that. I got that in the God's.com. Can show you. They created it to match the black woman of America. They got her wearing so they won't look stupid. Our black women follow the East Indian woman because she's deceived by her. She picks men predicated on what she says in her tarot and her prognosticating books. Oh, you a Taurus, I can't go with you. I'm out. Where you get that from? You got it from her. The red dot in the head, East Indian. Don't worry, black man, don't laugh at her. You follow the East Indians too. All of our greatest leaders followed the East Indian, Arabs, and Pakistanis. Let's go over it. Who was Elijah Muhammad's teacher? Master Farah Muhammad. An Arab. Even though Elijah Muhammad was a true prophet, he still was taught by Master Farah Muhammad, as was Minister Farrakhan, as was Malcolm X. But then Malcolm X rebelled against him and went to Saudi Arabia and got another Arab teacher called Prince Faisal. Still an Arab. Still an Arab. And then, what's that dude? Martin Luther King. Who was his teacher? Gandhi. Turn of the cheek all came from Gandhi. You see what I'm saying? That was his teacher. Who was the teacher of the Rastafari? Haile Selassie. Selassie I. Another vowel at the end. Haile Selassie I. An Ethiopian East Indian. The brothers call themselves, I'm a Mason. Who are the Masons? Who created the Mason? The Sufi Muslims. That's why they walk around with an Arabic sword and an East Indian fez to show their intelligence. Only their kids win all the spelling bee contests and everything. Yeah. Only East Indians. Y'all don't know that? Only East Indians win the beauty pageant. Y'all better look at this crap. They are dogging you. They have taken everything. 87% of all businesses are run and owned by them.
That's right.
Why they tell me, oh yeah, this is Umberto, this is owned by an Italian. You're a liar. It ends with a vowel. All Romans and Italians name end in a consonant. Umberto is what? Sicilian. Where's Sicily? Just south of Italy. Those are the people who are called nigger Italians. They are red dot in their head gypsies. Yeah. They're the only ones come to America and own all the restaurants, all of the businesses, all of the companies, and they're the Italian mafia, just like the Russian mafia, all Arabs and Indians. The Chinese mafia, all Bruce Lees and Bruce Lies. all end in a vowel.
Yes.
All the real Chinese name end in a chin of consonant. Chin. You get what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes, sir.
Jackie Chan. Why is everybody getting Jackie Chan and not Bruce Lee? Because Lee is an East Indian and Chin is a what? Real Chinese man. Do you getting the picture?
Yes, sir.
The East Indians have taken over everything.
Yes, sir.
So my job is to warn you and to end this now. They tell you they don't want me to be president because I'm a black man. We already have a black president. He was not a black president. He was an East Indian. I'm a real black Hebrew.
Yes,
He's
sir.
a real East Indian. He's never been in slavery. He's from Africa. His daddy is a Kenyan and he's a Somalian, and all Somalians are Arab. East Indian, no good. What they call them pirates. They're the one that pirate out in the ocean right now. Did you know that all pirates in the beginning were all East Indians and Saudi Arabians?
Yes, sir.
Ain't that amazing?
Sinbad the Sailor.
Huh?
Sinbad the Sailor.
Sinbad the Sailor was an East Indian from India. Did y'all get it?
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm trying to tell you, the criminals of the world, the ones who own everything, are them. So my job is to run for president, take us back to the gold standard, take us back to 10% in tithes, so we can give our money, get rid of all mortgages because they charge interest. And Deuteronomy 23:19 said you cannot lend upon usury, which means to charge interest upon your brother. And since they did it, the Bible said in Revelation chapter 20 that we're going to cast them into the bottomless pit for 1,000 years. We're going to put them in jail. So Rockefeller, Rothschild, JP Morgan, all of you are going to jail, okay? All right. So I just want you to know that we're after you. I know Rockefeller, you're the king of the Canaanites. I know that Rothschild is the king of the Amalekites, which is Esau. And I know that Saud is the king of the Ishmaelites.
That's right.
I know all of y'all, baby mama.
Yes, sir. No.
You are the nobles.
Yeah.
You are who I'm after.
Yes, sir.
I'm noble too. And all of us are noble.
That's right.
Noble, 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 noble. That's the song. Anyway. So we're gonna come at you like you came at us. Okay? So don't wonder if I'm coming. And when I take taxes down to 10%, this country will be the richest country in the world, and this will solve all of our economic problems by following the Bible. Y'all got it? Go to gods2.com and watch this here, and me running for president. We'll be getting ready to go up there, and our buses all over the country on tour. Now that Hillary has won against Bernie Sanders, we're going to go up there and wreak havoc.
Yes, sir.
And all of you who go with us, you're going to have a ball
Yes, sir.
revealing Hillary and defuncting Bernie Sanders and wipe him out. And I believe that I will win. If I don't win, I'll be the viceroy
That's right.
and help Trump lead this country back to God.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Okay? So y'all go to gods2.com where you can see my run for president. That's gods2.com.
Give me
Right?
your box number.
P.O. Box, if you want to send donations, send it to P.O. Box 222692, Hollywood, Florida 331
33022.
33022. 33022. That's P.O. Box 222692, Hollywood, Florida 33022. Okay? That's the P.O. Box. Send donations there, or you can go to gods2.com, go to the donate part, and you can send donations there. We're doing the balls to make a check out to Boss Group Ministry. Okay? And then you can also go to AmericanGala.com where we're doing this giant event for the vets in September, when you're going to see 100 of the greatest stars on earth performing for free for the vets. We're going to text a donation to the Homeless Veterans Foundation of the city of Miami. And we're going to raise money and eradicate homelessness among vets this year and help a whole bunch of other charities. And the event is free at Bayfront Park in 2016 for everybody to come out and see and have a great time. And at the same time, I will be running for president. Okay? So go to gods2.com. All right? All good people, Latin, black, and white,
Must unite.
Latin, black, and white,
Must unite.
My name is Michael, the black man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yahweh is God, and the Son Yahweh is here to deliver us, and I'm his little angel that's going around to tell you the truth. I am nobody. I'm nothing. I'm just his little messenger, come to tell you the truth. You got these false preachers talking about they messengers of God. Well, I am the messenger of the actual Son of God who came to give us the truth. Because if you're wondering how I know what I know, Yahweh ben Yahweh taught me. So all good people, Latin, black, and white, must unite. Latin, black, and white, must unite. My name is Michael the Black Man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.